I want a sandwich. Now. Oh, sandwich wench. Yo, wench. Sandwich. Now. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. Oh, sandwich wench. I want a sandwich. Sandwich.
Hello, people. Welcome to another one of these.
Good evening.
Holy crap, you did intro bit as well. Demonetized. Very well. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another.
What does this Dave speak?
Yes, episode of Not Worth a Cork. That works, doesn't it? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Episode of Not Edition. Of
Depends.
Not
Are we starting afresh from becoming not worth a cork, or
well,
are we
from
continuing
you mean not from Through the Kin and Friend show? Because
Yeah.
we've only done like 4 that have been called Not Worth a Cork. This is the 4th one anyway. 5th, 4th, whatever. Hello, everyone. Anyway, hope you're all well. As always, I'm joined by Dave. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
How have you
How are
been
you?
this week? I haven't seen you much myself. I've obviously been busy, but
No.
for those who don't know, there is a cat in my room trying to climb onto me to then climb onto my keyboard. She's a cow. Hello, Brian Blakey. Hello, Michael Skyline.
We are also joined by Tilly, so if you hear meows,
And Wizzy,
By the cat.
but you won't hear meows from her or barks. Unless, well, there's a rare time she'll bark. Very rare. But yeah, we're going to today be doing a Tamnavulin wine cask finish stream. And there's a reason. First, the main one is because the last time we did a complete collection stream, it was Dave's. And we had a lot of fun with that. All of which have summarily been put into my Whisky notebook, oddly enough, which you forgot yours. Shame.
much shame.
You got your phone, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's any one of these you want to put in there, you should. I told you.
She's on the lap. She's getting
The cat one. Hi, Yemps. Hello, Nathan.
I'm here. Hello, Nathan. Hello.
Do hope the audio is good enough, because I know one of you might complain. If you do,
And for the other of you, that's what you get.
that will spike the audio. But nice. But yeah, we thought we'd do one based on my collection. Dave has a couple Tamnas. You got the double cask and the Spanish Grenache, don't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas I have, yes.
All of the above.
But although, based on how the Grenache is looking, it'll be one less in the near future. There is, in fact, because we're going to a gig tomorrow, I put it in my hip flask with my little telescopic cups that we like.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll have a little less Tamna. And there'll probably be even less Tamna if we're able to aid in my current stream goal, which I've written here on my little drawing tablet. Promote coffee to aid in bar costs.
He's
Yes.
going much pro. He has notes and everything now.
Yeah, this is on a drawing tablet, though. I mean, I could have just used my magic one.
Yeah. Or
But-
your actual one, or
Oh, no, this one's linked to a program. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did.
No, I was meaning you've got like your actual tablet there. You could scroll up. As
Oh,
well.
I could have, couldn't I? Yeah.
But then we'd be at a point of how many screens does it take to do a stream?
To be honest, I actually am using this screen for something because I've got the Tamnavulin website open. I was like, we could talk about it. But yeah,
So yes, we currently have three screens running to do one stream, plus
have-
a digital notepad.
yes, we have a current stream goal because my cabin is basically complete, and then I had a wizard idea the other day to buy a bar.
Yeah.
A legit one, and Dave and I have discussed it. We reached out last night to the maker of it, and he's agreed to some changes, and we're hoping to buy it at the end of the month to receive it, because it's to make it custom early December or late November. So any assistance would be obviously
Yes.
appreciated in our attempts to make our alcoholism look more professional. Dave's even looked at neon signs.
Yes, we
and he's agreed that if we have a camera, it can be on the bar on his arms, so he can be the one pouring the drinks.
Yeah.
So you will actually have a TV screen here that you see in the middle there, but it will be Dave's hands visible. He might wear gloves. You never know. But yeah, he'll be on
odd gloves to trigger those of you in the chat, but we'll find that annoying.
But he does. You do normal gloves, and you cut like one of the fingers off, so it's just exposed. Yeah. Or you paint it a little bit differently. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But yes, so we looked at custom neon signs, custom
bar mats
as well.
Coasters that come free.
Coasters designed to match the neon sign.
Just to be clear here, we don't need coasters. I have loads, but you can never say no to coasters. I've got some from the pub still, like card ones. I've got some IPAs laying around. They can go behind the bar, can't they? You know, nothing wrong with that. Bar ASMR. Well, that's the thing. An actual bar, yes. So it would be an actual wooden structure. I won't link it in the chat just yet. I'll put it on the Discord later. I showed it to Traps last night. Actually, he thought it was cool. But it's a reasonable price for the size. He's going to custom make it so mine's a bit shorter in length because obviously my cabin is quite big, but I don't want to use too much space that I don't need. It makes sense. Also, shorter shelf generally can hold more weight. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it depends where the supports are, doesn't it? So
well, based on that, the supports would be running across the front and the sides only. So you go. I thought you were going to open a bar pub yourself when I first heard about it. That's understandable. No, but I understand.
If we get popular enough, it's not to say that didn't happen.
Yeah, but for the sake of it, for this, we thought my living room is big enough. Why don't we put a bar in there? I've got a drinks cabinet. Why don't we take all the standard, easy to drink, non-collectibles and put them behind the bar, and maybe get an optic in the future? And totally, I did not buy the coolest decanter ever.
No, he definitely didn't. For those of you on the Discord, you definitely won't see it in a few seconds when I upload it.
Yes, so I put a picture of this, I think, on the Discord a few days ago, didn't I? Like I said, I needed it. I got the guy I did the cleaning work for paid me this morning. I waited an hour for them to well, actually no, 40 minutes. I finished work at normal time, right? And then they weren't open till 9:30. I went past at 9:10. I sort of stood there and I noticed them there, and I knocked on the door and went, "Oi, I want that. I want that one." And they actually went and they let me in and then wrapped it up for me. It is it technically is one of a kind, because no one version of it will ever be the same based on the wood frame and the glass mold. So none of the glasses will ever sit on any other version. And I showed it to Dave after we'd had our Lagavulin Diageo special release ribeye.
Yes.
Well, once my nieces had gone to bed anyway, and yeah, he was quite excited once I showed it to him. He was actually genuinely very happy. But I should say hello to everyone first. Hello Yempi, hello Nathan, hello Katie, hello Shy. Hope you're all well. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday, doing whatever it is you do on your weekends. Hello Elise. Your mother loves single malt but not too peaty. Recommend from your country. Oh, from England? Well, English.
Not too peaty. I mean, the English whiskey distillery, the Lakes, they don't really do peat.
Don't go for the standard sherry though, because it's not very good. The port apparently is quite nice.
Yeah.
If your mum likes some quite sweet, go port. If she wants a standard, although I have heard good things about your the one you got recently.
The rum cask one.
No, the Lakes.
Oh, the 7.
Yeah, because that's not just
number 7.
That's not just wine and port. That's also it's wine as well as port.
Wine and port.
Yeah, that's incredibly sweet sounding and very fruity, rich.
It's supposed to be fruity and chocolatey.
So that's what
hello. That's why I bought it. So
I saw on the Whisky Exchange's Instagram video on that, and I was quite interested by it. Is it a skull decanter? No, it literally looks like Talisker belongs in it.
It is on. I was going to do the guess the whiskey, but you just done.
Neuralizer. Point for it.
Delete the last 10 seconds.
Yes. Hello, Otaka Gamer Judas.
Yes, it is on the server. For those of you on the Discord, go and have a look and see. For those of you not on the Discord, please join as a YouTube member or subscribe or whatever else to.
Elise, if you're referring to the Lakes number 7, yes. As in SEVEN, not 7 the river. Stream was later. It would have been 20 minutes from now, but we started early because we had nothing to do. And we normally start a bit early anyway, don't we? We normally do start.
I think we normally plan them to be earlier and then realise we can't do it and push it back. Or we plan it, we then go the next one. Well, we started late last. We'll start at 9, and we're like, it's 20 past 8. What should we do? Should we start?
Yeah. Well, that's the Discord VC one. We planned it for 8. We didn't start till like nearly 9.
Yeah.
Because of birthday stuff. That makes sense. But also the Twitch stream took longer. But then these ones, I think we normally do start a little bit early. Should that image be in the bar?
No, because we're not using that current channel on the Discord at this present time.
Until Monday.
When
we will share images of the next VC we intend to do. I did see a new one today. Whisky Shop put another one up, Digital Drowners, and I saw it and thought, oh, I could troll the fuck out of Dave with that.
Oh no.
Oh, Poltony.
And the phone goes away again.
No. Thing is, it's all 6 of their variants. So Houdat's one of them, yeah.
6? I don't know, do 5 in the
12,
set.
15, 18, port and sherry. And the Houdat's.
Yeah, so normally I do 5 in the set.
That's why I said it was. You noticed on the digital drum box, they got a little pull out you can take out, and I think 6 in there. Yeah, it's 6. And it's only 20 quid for us, obviously. And I was like, that. I mean, I don't mind the Houdat, but the others would be interesting. Nathan Dude. Oh, right. Sorry, pedantic. That's fair. No soundboard, so no Baby Shark. I'm very sorry that you're sad. But if you'd like Dave to do Baby Shark,
if you donate some
towards
our coffee calls, we could potentially get a DMR strike for a very brief rendition.
And by that, Dave means he will, because Meg won't do shit. Can we, just a thing before we go any further, get an F in the chat for Leona. It was her birthday yesterday, and no one celebrated it enough for her. We need to give her more love.
Apparently, the main people that remembered were some random people in a different country that she met online.
Through me.
Go us!
Through me. Should we high five for that?
Yeah. That went red.
That was a bit too aggressive. That was, yeah. That was such a bad high five as well.
Yeah. Imagine if it was a good high five, how it was bad.
Because I'm in the wrong place. I can't put the hand in the right place. Yeah. So I'm having to do it with the left hand. Anyway, yes. So we're doing Tamnavulin. The interesting thing about this is, of those 5 bottles, only 1 is open. The others are not, and we have not tried them. And it's not because we waited for a live stream. I just don't make it a point to open all my bottles.
No.
In this, though, I want to, because it was either this or Jura. But then I want to try these wine cask finishes. We do want to do another wine cask. Bless you. We would like to do another wine cask finish stream, but we want to base it on other ones that we've got. Dave's got a sample. I've got the Lechik. We've got the others, haven't we?
Yeah, we were working this out the other night. Now we've forgotten, haven't we?
I know I've got the Lechik. You have it too.
We've both got.
You've got the lake sample.
The lakes. No, that was for another one. That was for an English stream.
You're right, English stream. Yeah.
No, what else? Yeah, we worked out we had other red wine cask ones, but can't remember.
We will work it out. Singleton 14 sample I've got.
Yes.
That's a white wine one, and we know it's a banger.
Yes, much banging.
Oh, it's too good. And if only we had someone with a 15 bottle, they'd be willing to open, but Dave's not. Now, we do have ideas, and we've got planned about 15 streams for next year. 1 or 2 will probably take place in Norwich if I get to go, because we might do one when I go up to yours in January. And maybe if we do the boat thing again, we can always do that.
Well, I suspect we will do the boat thing again.
That's go out of business.
Well, yeah. It's happened every year for a few years.
Yeah.
So
anyway, before we start, I'd like to ask...
God, you said that several times already.
Yes, but I had different topics every time. It's fine. This isn't on Spotify, so I'm not going to edit
Before we start, 2 electric boogaloo.
I'm okay with that. That's a Glenmorangie stream in January. Is the audio quality okay? If anyone wants to moan about it, Nathan, we will hold you to it. We know it's you. Don't try me. We know what you're like. Okay? Is it good enough? If it's good enough, then we're happy. Basically, the microphone is at the corner of my desk. I'm sat to the left of it. Dave is to the right of it. It's omnidirectional settings.
I'm waiting for him to moan about the PC noise. It's nearer the wearing computer.
Your friend needs that whiskey. Does, absolutely. Which whiskey?
Yes.
Dave does have the full bottle of the Lakes wine one. And it's... Oh, good. It's fine. Good. That's what I did record someone on Audacity. We did hear it back.
Someone screenshot it. Nathan said it was fine. You can never go back on this.
We can hear Dave, so it's better than usual. To be fair, I recorded it on Audacity, and it was slightly quieter, even though he's a little bit further, not much further, but he
It's probably equidistant because I'm straighter. You're sort of more off diagonally to it.
well, the omnidirectional thing gives me it doesn't really matter because
Yeah.
the way the microphone projects clear for me. Well, I'm glad everyone can hear him proper, and yeah, no, we're happy with that.
Right,
So
the nasal is more present.
why? A few questions we need to obviously talk about. Why Tamnavulin? Dave does not have a collection of this. I do. Why mine isn't opened? Because I have other stuff. I'm not like your dad has a very like one bottle only rule, doesn't he? He doesn't though, but he kind of says he does.
he in theory has one bottle at a time open, but he actually has two.
So
he actually has three.
So my dad,
if you include the cheap whiskey for cooking, he has three. One in the lounge, one in the dining room, and one in the cheap cooking.
I'll forgo the cheap cooking one because no, that's intentional for cooking because we have a Johnny Walker for that.
Yeah.
Although we did use the most expensive, equally most expensive. I mean, okay, doing the test, whatever. The reason I mention it is because you and I have multiple bottles open.
Yeah.
And obviously, in my case, at least 5. But actually, it's many more because of my cabinet. But I don't really go into that much because I'm not fully up there yet. And I didn't go to the Tamnavulins because I didn't see a point. Right. Although I did keep going back to the Grenache because it was opened.
Yeah.
We tried it once. We agreed it was fantastic. There are other wine casks we've had, and of course, the bar will be a little bit different here. And we are going to grade these out of 10, but only based on Tamnavulin alone. Yeah. Because I think it's unfair to
each other.
Because when we did a tier whiskey stream, we put Tamnavulin around CD, like the double cask, that area. And I think it sits C-. I don't think it's not bad. I just think it is redundant because of other Tamnavulins or because they've got others that make it seem like it doesn't really need to be there. The sherry one is the obvious one, and both around the same price. Tamnavulin is a very affordable whiskey, even the white wine one that was harder to find. In fact, finding tasting notes beyond the box were harder to find. Yeah. All of which Dave will be reading as well because we need a good laugh. I've got tasting notes from Master and Malt, but we also have the boxes for all but the Spanish Grenache, but in our DMs he has the pinned message with the Grenache box in it.
Yes, because I have that at home still in its box, but it is also open.
It is open. Yeah, because you had a glass of it. I remember you telling me.
Yes, I had some the other night.
For those, also, if Ragamuffin appears, we are using the glasses you sent us off my Amazon wishlist, and if you'd like to support our alcoholism, of course, we have an Amazon wishlist. There are some other things on there recently. It was updated. Any support is always appreciated. Thank you very much.
One more shameless plug for our Ko-fi. Please do help buy us a bar.
Thank you. Or help contribute towards it, just saying. I have had over the years a few bottles of the standard double cask of Tamnavulin. When they introduced the wine cask, I wanted to get them. And at that point, I'd just gotten my cabinet. Last year it was. So I made it a point over a period of a month to get all of them. But I couldn't get the Grenache, which was number 2. And it annoyed me. So Dave got me a bottle. And at the same time, right in the front doors of my Sainsbury's was an entire massive unit of them. And I just grabbed one as well.
I literally went to Sainsbury's on the way back from an archery meeting, which was nearby to Sainsbury's. Got into Sainsbury's, rang Meg to check which one it was to make sure, because they actually had 2 different ones in there.
Hi, Kit Kats.
And he went, oh, it's this one. And I was like, okay, brilliant, I've got it. It's like, yeah, so have I.
I don't think. Did I tell you then, or did I wait till you arrived?
No, you told me on the phone as I was walking to the till to pay for it.
That's fine. Is Park here in the chat? Who's Park?
You're the secretary, Leona. You tell us.
Archery meeting is so British. Hello, Lisa, by the way. Yes, it is very much that. Yeah, I quite like Tamnavulin. I think it's a nice, affordable, easy drinker whiskey. It's not too complex, but we're going to try and work that out today because we don't normally do that with we've not done it with Tamnavulin, and that's another experimental part of this. Also, wine cask, we've had some of the higher echelon ones, so we're now coming. Oh, Twink Karen, I can't remember names, but we're going to try and bring it down and come with the more affordable. See how the affordable stack up, because we have had another affordable before in the form of the Lechik. Or Ledaig, if you still can't pronounce it correctly. So
that is very affordable.
Yes, it is. It was free for you.
Yeah, that was very nice surprise when we went back to the shop and you were like, I'm buying this, and then also picked up that, and I was like,
Okay. For
he's
context
doing
here,
madness
in August, I had enough money at the end of my adventure of the day to buy the bourbon-flavoured bourbon, which we saved for a liqueur stream on Boxing Day. Yes, we have 2 more streams this year, folks, and that's one of them. I grabbed the bourbon, and then saw the let chick, picked it up, turned to face the till, paid for it, and then put it in Dave's hand. And he was he was a bit stunned. I was like, yep, let's go. Oh, he's too awkward right now. He almost tried to hug me and everything, and I couldn't be arsed. Can't be arsed with this. But yes, we're going to start with one of the Tamnavulins. I'm going to bring us to this screen here. This is obviously a close-up of what we've got. We have... number 1 is the French Cabernet Sauvignon. Number 2, the Spanish Grenache. The 3rd, the German Pinot Noir. And the 4th, the American Cabernet Sauvignon. The 5th is a white wine cask finish, which is also a Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc. We are going to talk about each one in turn, of course. And I have images and I have recurve or compound. Dave?
So I shoot compound now. That's what I compete with, but I can shoot recurve, compound, barebow, and longbow, and I coach all of the above as well. But I mainly, my main bow
I
style is
shoot
compound.
Nerf guns, but I'm actually not a bad archer. I did it in secondary school for a few years.
I'll have to go to archery when you come up.
Take all those crappy stabilizers off and you're fine.
Yeah.
I can't stand. No lie, I've held with stabilizers on. I hate them because it makes my wrist feel weird. I need to. I don't know. Maybe it's a natural, a strength thing.
I think the thing is, if you just hold it, it does. But when you've got the bow at full draw, the way
I understand. I understand the
pull.
pull. I understand that. I think it's just maybe a purist thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that.
Oh, we can get you set up as a barebow.
Sure.
If I shoot my little compound barebow. So.
Oh, we got the first bottle being opened. Hang on.
We have no idea how this is going to go.
This
is a brand new open.
You have to tell everyone what it is.
So this is
number 1.
Number 1, literally number 1. It has a number on it.
Yep.
The Tamnavulin Speyside Single Malt Scotch Whisky, Red Wine Cask Edition, French Cabernet Sauvignon Cask Finish.
You'll notice at the top of the box there, it looks like a white flag. Now, I want to...
That's just the picture.
I want to... the reason I pulled up my tablet, oddly enough, was because I wanted to tell you about Tamnavulin as well. So, it's a very young distillery. Tamnavulin began in 1966, I believe, as Glenlivet Tamnavulin.
So, 2 World Wars, 1 World Cup, and Tamnavulin. Doodah.
It wasn't originally called Tamnavulin, it was called Tamnavulin. Tamnavulin,
yeah.
And,
Which we'll probably find later was pronounced completely different.
It probably was. It's Scottish. It does mean the mill on the hill. The doors closed in 1995 because no one bought it, because Tamnavulin Glenlivet made no sense. Glenlivet on its own was the cellar. Tamnavulin didn't need to exist, which is why it went. In 2007, they came back and they adopted a less raw flavour. Tamnavulin, or Tamnavulin, as it was then, or Tamnavulin Glenlivet, was a much more harsh flavour because it wasn't a typical Speyside sweetness. And that wasn't something that came along until much later anyway because of Glenmorangie.
Yeah.
Glenmorangie pioneered the sherry cask finishes and the port cask finishes. They started that. But they're a Highland. But everyone else in Speyside was naturally sweeter anyway because of the barley. Because of that, the Tamnavulin distillery started again. When it did, it started with a much more softer, sweeter palate, which annoyed a lot of the purists because they preferred the older flavour. The problem is, the older flavour, I've got a bottle that's based on the older flavour, and from what I've been told, it's a lot harsher. It's not as sweet, it's not as delicate on the palate. It's dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it says amber
we'll get to that in a
tawny
second.
gold in colour.
So we'll get to that in a second. So, yeah, then over the years, Tamnavulin wanted to, because double cask was their standard, they introduced the sherry cask. They then decided to go balls deep on the red wine cask finishes. I don't know if they were the first, but they went for it because...
They went big.
Yeah, they decided to go for broke on it, I guess, in that sense, because it's not peaty, it's tannic. What is it? Did I say peaty by accident?
No?
I might be a boomer.
Either that or we've confused someone by having a non-peaty whiskey.
It might be that. These are non-peated. All of them are. Tamnavulin does not do a peated whiskey. Let's see.
The mill looks pretty cool, though.
It does. Well, it is a mill on a hill,
Yeah.
which is what the name Tamnavulin means. It's between Aberdeen and Inverness.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Okay, they have 12 people that work for them. That's not many people. Anyway, I thought we'd give you a little history lesson as well because I thought that'd be quite interesting to mention before we actually dive into this. Dave's now going to pop the cork because that's his job.
Academic content for streams. This is not going to go well. I have moistened it as well.
Oh, I had a good finish.
That wasn't too bad. Yes.
Good finish.
Not much build up, but a good finish.
I'll wait for the nose and do it on a glass instead because I think it needs a bit more space, doesn't it?
I mean, if it is like a red wine, you'll have to let it breathe for half an hour to let the tannins develop.
Fam, I'm not doing the tennis. I'm not. I will go to a bar and rage. Okay, I'm going to climb out of a window and just leave it.
Yeah, Meg got the pop culture.
Get to the nightclub and pop my eardrums.
Yeah, and pop whatever they had in the men's bathroom.
We are going to do something at the end of this, by the way. We are at the end of the red wine finishes. We are going to open a very small bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon, and we're going to do just a little tasting to see what we think. Before we even get to this glass, though, the back of the box has some information on it, and I don't know if it's just a rehash on each box, but there might be something of interest there that Dave could read for us. There's nothing there.
I was just looking at
There's literally nothing there. Okay, it might be the other one that has it. Don't worry about the tasting notes. Are they on there?
They are on there.
We'll get to those in a bit.
Nothing really says much.
I think the double cask has something, doesn't it? Just so we know. Is there something on it? No. Oh, it's other boxes do though. That's interesting. Okay, my mistake. Usually, whiskey boxes have information on the back, and in this they don't. Very well. Okay, so I move this and take my coaster from you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
A dribble, apparently.
Very well. You are a dribbler.
Yeah. So those of you looking at the image, it is that dark. It is a very dark.
Yes, it is.
Whiskey.
There are different colours to these as well, by the way. I have been asked many times if, with brother-in-law especially, has asked me if there's a difference in the colour between standard sherry and port. And I pulled out the 3 Glenmorangies and went, have a look. And you see it get darker and darker.
Exhibit A, B, and C.
Yeah. Obviously now got different sherry finishes. They are a little bit different as well. Tail of the Forest is quite dark. That's not a cask finish of sorts. It's a strange one.
Lisa has the same problem you have with Tilly, and it's just had a cat walk across her keyboard.
Either that or Lisa had a seizure.
Pork cocking being.
Yeah. Okay, F in the chat for Lisa there, folks. What are you getting on the nose, Dave? I'm getting a lot of sweetness. Like, really sweet.
Yeah. It's caramelly.
This is better than the other night where I had one nose blocked for something. One of my nostrils was blocked and I couldn't work out why.
Yeah, something like a bit caramelly, but I'm thinking maybe
I've got some light fruits in here.
apricot nectarine, something like
Yeah,
that.
there's some minor. It's very sweet fruit. It's not like overbearing. Maybe a little bit of chocolate. I don't know. Maybe it might be throwing me though. Maybe. I often get thrown by chocolate. So it always ends up saying, "Oh, we need dark chocolate. Oh, we need white chocolate. Oh, we need chocolate."
Yeah.
Lisa, you okay? Well, yeah, you should definitely check. Let's pull that down because I don't want to see that. Okay. Well, should we try it?
I think we should.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
First drink of the day. Dry cough. It's all right. It's quite nice, actually. Finish is building here.
It's mellow. Yeah, it's mellow on the throat,
Yeah.
but it does a little bit of
Well,
warmth.
it's right here. It's warming up.
Yeah. It's smooth on the palate.
Very nice, actually. That's quite good. It's very. Just to be clear, hello, Shady Lane. All these bottles are affordable. They're between £20 and £30. To be honest, if I did an entire stream whiskey of Tamnavulins, it would be at most £150 to buy 5. I could probably get 6 of them actually for that. Sometimes they do double packs for the standard and the cherry cask. Finish has got a nice bit of a little
lot of berries coming
yeah,
through.
yeah. I was going to say a little bit of spice, but I think it's only because it's building here a little bit, but not too much. Okay, well, I will pull up the tasting notes according to Master of Malt. On the nose, marmalade on toast, stewed berries, nutty malt leading to warm vanilla. The palate, we'll get that in a second. We'll get that because I want to get this one out of the way first so we can compare. On the palate, damson jam, don't know what that is. Almond flakes, licorice, cinnamon. Turkish delight. And we'll actually explain a certain soft, sweet flavour. Finish, ginger. That would explain the heat.
Yeah.
Strawberry, caramel, and dates. That would explain. To be fair, dates would make a bit of sense actually because it's quite stewed berries is a given. Get that. It's definitely very berry-esque. It's very nice. This is the French one, yes.
The French one, number 1, French Cabernet Sauvignon.
It's not bad. These are all, by the way, still in circulation. You can still buy them. They're not limited edition. These are standard whiskies. They're not age statement based either, which means I believe they do it based on flavour profile, which makes sense. It's a safer way of getting more out sooner. It just means the master distiller is getting drunk more often. How do you drink out these glasses? I want to do it on the corner.
Yeah, I do it out of the corner, but I'm not sure that's right. But
it doesn't. I've done it on the flat. It feels better. These glasses are very good, by the way.
So, as a comparative, then I have the tasting notes from the bottle itself.
Box,
but it's on the bottle.
How's is the bottle?
It is, I think, on the bottle.
Oh, is it?
A very small degree, yes.
Oh, right, very well.
So, on the nose, opulent floral aromas fused with orchard fruits, lime marmalade, cinnamon spice, poached pear, and almonds.
So they've got nutty malt marmalade,
orchard fruit,
berries, stewed berries, vanilla as well.
So on the palate, cascading flavours of nectarines, damson plums, and gingerbread give way to sweet red berries and banana bread.
So ginger is in the finish, and you mentioned.
I said nectarines for smell,
yeah,
but apparently it was in the flavour. Plum, I said that for
berries,
but I was debating plums.
That's more of a stewed berry thing, isn't it? It's a big old berry, though.
Yeah, true.
It's a massive one, in fact. I don't recommend eating that like a berry.
Finish, pure and expressive, a rhapsody of perfection.
That
might be an oversell.
You egomaniac! Already, you French bastards, always overselling yourselves.
You Frenchies.
You said you guys could hold in World War II and you failed. All right.
Yeah.
You had the unkillable soldier and you still couldn't do it.
That's a bloody oversell. Rhapsody of perfection.
That's someone's resume if somebody doesn't do anything.
Everything and nothing is possible.
It's not a ringtone anymore. I really hate that. I wish it was. I just keep forgetting to go and get it and put it on my phone again. Best ringtone ever. This is really nice. It's a good way to start the stream, I think.
Corners is right. I just tried the side and it's too wide. It spills.
So I have a bigger mouth, so in fact I can reach the corners, so it's fine for me. But you've got a smaller face. FYI, Mickey is nearly engaged. In what? Anal?
Conversation.
Anal?
Forgot what marmalade was.
I've got some whiskey marmalade in the fridge.
Yeah, I've had whiskey marmalade.
I just keep forgetting to have toast.
That is a problem.
I've got honey as well. I keep forgetting to have toast.
You could put the honey in the yogurt.
I could, but I'm not doing it in the Mississippi Mud Pie.
No.
No, I am not.
You need to make a note of how many you've got.
Hello, person called Mickey, whoever you are, who has some whiskey that makes you marginally less irritating. Mickey, for those who don't know, has been in a relationship with her right hand for about 7 years. She calls her right hand another name, Doofus, I believe, which is a weird name for your wanking hand. So, the palate's pretty good. I think that's not overly complex. It's beautifully sweet.
Quisper.
Oh, Quisper. But yes, we've got how do you keep it? Because I've got loaded Weetabix. Anyway, flavors on this are beautiful. It's not too complex. It's not too strong. Even the ginger, the cinnamon isn't too much, but it does build in a way. Yeah, it's not too overbearing. There's no age statement, so we can subject it to a test, but there's no real point. And I think this is quite nice. I like this a lot, actually.
Yeah, it's very balanced. There's nothing jumps out and smacks you, but nothing is sort of hidden.
So there is often a criticism from some whiskey enthusiasts. Do you know what the criticism is?
Probably that it's not got anything Let's. Oh, why? Thank you, Criffbear.
Thank you, Criffbo, for the incredibly generous donation.
There's your phone tone.
Thank you. That really does help us, and we obviously do really appreciate your helping us in Fuel My Alcoholism by making this seem moderately professional. FYI, for those who don't know, if you're joining now or haven't been here earlier, the intention is to buy a bar to put in my cabin. My cabin is all but complete, but I have space for a bar. I want to put a bar in there. The current goal is to buy a handmade, customized bar, which will be beautiful, quite frankly. We have discussed this at great length, trying to work out which way the return will go, and we've agreed the wider return will make more sense to us. Well, I still think it looked cool the other way, but that's just me. But then actually with save space, which is not hard. But yeah, any help would be greatly appreciated. And if you have money, you have time to watch, you have time to donate, I'm just saying. Thank you, Chris, for the donation. We really do appreciate that.
At least the mods lead by example.
Yes, of course.
You're next, Fiona.
Indeed. Step up. Actually, no, it was your birthday. You don't need to do that. That'd be rude.
Yeah.
Tax deductible. Exactly, because it's business. Because then Dave has agreed to be the barman for live streams, where his hands will be on camera. So we'll get a camera set up on a tripod. He'll be on his hands will be serving the drinks and pouring them.
Actual whiskey live streaming.
Yeah, and he will be on this TV screen as a barman. I mean, how cool is that?
I'm looking forward to how we cut between the shots of the whiskey and things, and then the pour.
Well, the thing is, I can set up two cameras, one with the bottles on, and it can be in one corner, and then your hands in the other. When you're reaching across, it'll be two separate cameras, and I can just be behind my laptop going, "I'm not here."
Pulling the strings in the background.
And also, this is omnidirectional. It's better here than in the back, so I can just have it sat on the bar in front of us and work. But yeah, any help we appreciate. Anyway, back to the whiskey.
I'm going to say that the criticism they level at it is that it's considered basic because there's no one big flavour.
So there's also the other criticism that this is not a whiskey because it's a wine cask finish. There are lots of criticisms you'll see from purists.
But that's like the people that criticise non-age statement as being not a whiskey. And
But then there's a minimum age statement anyway. It doesn't even need to be said. It's always got a minimum. But
and this is why you don't get compliments.
I ain't nicing him. I was being nice. Oh, you were saying Dave. It's fine.
Hey,
what?
I was the literally first person to remember your birthday.
What are you going to name the bar? Well, we had someone mention it the other day, and Mickey, oddly enough, is the person that named something. And she said to me yesterday, and I forgot again. But Mickey, if you're here, whoever you are, getting engaged, I hear to whoever it is. I assume your hand called Doofus. Can you please write the name you wrote? Because I thought it was hilarious and should be the name. Although it probably will just be a neon sign that says "not worth a cork." Reflective surfaces of the bottles. Well, to be fair, the bottles won't be on the front of the bar. They'll be down a side bit, so Dave will have access to them behind the bar. And we know the rules. We do the photos and all that. Whiskey live.
Whiskey live.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
No, it works with whiskey, so it's
it works. Yeah. But there was another one. You and it was appreciated.
Yeah.
Well, I do what I can. Are we getting hand shots? We are getting of Dave. Yes, Dave's slutty hands. He might wear gloves though, and they'll be odd coloured.
Or odd sizes, or
touched by a whiskey. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
That was it. Was
touched by a whiskey.
Is that a song or something? Touched by something. Angel.
Touched by an angel. I think is a song.
Yeah, that's where it came from. Anyway,
touching me, touching you.
Do you want to do a time test on this, or do you want to do a YOLO swag fam on it? You can do a 10-second time
I'm going to go
test.
for the YOLO swag fam.
All right, Dave's going to.
I'm going to be different. I'm going to swag fam.
I'll do the 10-second then. I'll do 10 seconds.
So
just made it up.
Arbitrary 10 seconds, random rule. Okay.
Yeah.
I will YOLO first.
All right, very well. YOLO swag fam. Yeah, don't tap on the table.
No, I do the padded bit to make sure.
It'll set the mic right off. Go for it then, buddy.
Ooh, there's a lot more of the spiciness. I think, cinnamon.
Yeah.
There's a lot more of that as it goes down. But it's very smooth though.
Do count.
Elephant 1, elephant 2, elephant 3, elephant 4, elephant 5, elephant 6, elephant 7, elephant 8, elephant 9, elephant 10. I don't know why I said elephant.
That was strangely cold. But it's building. The ginger's more pronounced now. More pronounced right on the... It's not so intense. I think the ABV is what does that. Because all these are 40%. They're barely whiskey. It's the basic entry point. It's nice. Yeah, I like that. The ginger and the cinnamon are more pronounced. There is some hello Michael. Hope you're well. There's another Michael.
Many Michaels.
There is many Michaels. Is that your middle name? God, you Michaels are basic. No, this is really nice. I like it. I'm going to yellow swag them because obviously I want to move on to the next one, which is something we know we like. I'll take a palate cleanse, Mr. Bay.
Mr. Meg?
Thank you, good sir. Oh, moist. Right. For those who don't know, it's always wise to, if you're trying different whiskies, clean your glass with a splash of water and also your palate with the water from the glass.
Yeah, if you don't have someone to do your washing up for you, this is the preferred strategy.
Although swirling this is not possible, it's a square glass. Mine are easier because they're round inside. Yeah. Well, these are mine as well, but these are the official stream whiskey glasses. It's the only time Dave will drink flavourless water.
Yeah. Until someone buys us anything else, and we have to choose each time. These will be the official.
We have that on Amazon wishlist as well. Water, in the form of whiskey and water,
and literally whiskey. Water
and whiskey. So next on the list is the.
I'm going to struggle to lift this. Oh, so much in there. Oh.
Yes, you're quite right. This is David's picture because I don't have the box. This is the Tamnavulin red wine cask finish Spanish Grenache.
She's volunteering to do the washing up when she comes over. You've seen it. Screenshot.
Got it. So, we like this one because we decided one day to open it. I can't remember if we did it here or if we did it at your place.
I think we did it here because I think we worked on both sides. We had two. Why not?
Yeah, I think that's how we did it. We really enjoyed it. Oh. No,
that was hell. I will moisten and we will try again.
Yeah, give him a sec. Moist.
No. To be fair, there's not much in the bottle, so
yeah, you may have to like do it to like the Tobermory one or the Tullamore. They're quite satisfying.
Yeah, just for the porn.
Okay, listen closely, folks.
Oh,
that set the mic right off. That was good. Very well. Spanish Grenache. I know nothing about this, but Dave did tell me something I didn't know earlier. Tell me about the grapes.
Oh, yeah. So, obviously, we've been looking at wine, and obviously the fact that they have different grapes in different areas. And obviously, like Meg had mentioned, he'd seen a Tempranillo, which, to my knowledge, I'm not a wine gospel, but Tempranillo and Grenache are different grape varieties and grow in different areas, and therefore the two wines are different. They also do Rioja and things which are Spanish, which are all different again.
Rioja cask finish is delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't drink wine. And she's also apparently the sex secretary. Quiffby will borrow you his. There you go, Fiona. You get a maid outfit. Although it might be a bit too long for you. It might be considered a full-on dress. That needs to go on the server soundboard. It does indeed. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Spanish Grenache. It's in my hip flask for tomorrow. It's very.
I like the fact that one comment has basically hit a load of activity in the chat.
Hey, any activity in the chat is always appreciated. I know it's not on topic, but we're just happy you guys are here. We like this one enough that we've had many glasses of it. It's in my hip flask for tomorrow. We're going to have some pre-drinks. We're going to chill out because we're getting there stupid early. And we're going to, probably have a good time. And we've not, had too many glasses, but we've had enough that...
I need a glass.
Oh, yes, of course. She's like you just discarded it.
I'm keen to drink it.
Yes, of course. That bottle, we sort of had this discussion about bottles I have. This one might...
Yes, they have like a mini bit of tasting note on the front.
Yeah. Well, we got the tasting notes from your photo. You can just read, can't you? But we've got...
And on the back as well.
Oh, handy. That means we don't need your photo then, I guess.
Well, it's not as in-depth on the bottle.
Dave added that, the secretariat. Fair enough. Anyway, so we've got the second of the list. It's a 4-part series of red wine cask finish, although the Tempranillo, what's it called?
Tempranillo, who knows? I don't know the pronunciation.
I don't know either, but that's a 1 litre bottle I do not have access to at the moment. If anyone does want to buy that for me, it's not on my wish list, but by all means, just give me the 56 quid for it. We like this whiskey, so we know it's good. But the handy thing here is we haven't graded the first one yet. So I think what we should do is consider after this one where we're going to start positioning them. Because let's say the one, French Cabernet Sauvignon, is the baseline. It's not easy to work from that. So we need to get to the fourth before we know where we're putting them in like an order of what we think is the best one of the lot. If it's the German one, we're really pissed off.
Well,
no,
yeah.
Yempi's going to be like...
Yempi's in the chat.
Yeah, Yempi's going to be
singing.
She's going to be singing Deutschland, Deutschland. But we're not going to say that. That's offensive, apparently. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, no.
Or Deutschland by Ram. Oh, no, that's offensive as well.
Yeah, everything they're just offensive. It's fine. Although, to be fair, if you've seen the recent politics thing, the politics thing, the country's not quite as... It's going a different way.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's have a little sniff of this.
What's that in American dollars? About 80.
It smells completely different. Like, it's beautiful.
It smells cool.
It does, doesn't it?
Cool whip.
Do I need to smack you for that? Stewie.
What the goose?
I'll slap you with a whoop-ha.
You mean, that's what I did. Whoop-ha! Anyway, I'll actually sniff it.
Okay, I swear I'm getting a chocolate or some kind of raisin in this one.
Christmas cake?
Maybe. She won't be.
There's that like fruity, marzipan-y like Christmas cake.
Maybe, yeah.
That's we have to add this
Purple
to
on my
Christmas
phone.
whiskey list.
So the thing with this is the Grenache does look a lot darker. It is next to it. Is the backdrop is quite mild, so that is a more natural colour of it. It really is quite dark.
Yeah.
We could pull the bottles out at some point and just have a look, but to be honest, hello SH, by the way, hope you're well. They are quite dark because they're red wine cask finishes. They're drawing on the flavour and the colouring of them, and that is quite dark colour. To be fair, you hold it up generally, it just looks quite dark. If you actually better way of doing it, Dave. No, Dave. Right, give me a glass.
Yeah,
right.
I was more thinking about putting my glass and my phone down.
Right, put them down.
So they're balanced.
Now hold the Tamnavulin up. Now hold next to the Anok. The Anok, look at... Right, so for context here, Dave's holding a standard Highland whiskey. The Highland whiskey is quite light.
It's an ambery colour.
Yeah. Whereas the Anok looks like very, very nice urine.
Yeah, the Tamna's iodine colour.
Yeah.
Kind of
What you want to do is
brown.
you want to compare it with the French Cabernet at some point. We could do the Anok test.
Yeah, the Anok test.
The Anok test. You had to take out a loan to buy it to me. That's fair. Tolerate you two with... Oh, you two are having your own little lovers' quarrel. I keep forgetting.
Not as dark as the first one.
Yeah, but the French always want to be better, don't they? The Spanish, they take half a day off.
True. I would say the first one is definitely darker.
Okay, so the French Cabernet is the one most discriminated at the moment. Yes, I made that joke. You're welcome. Shall we have a little taste of this, even though we know it's delicious?
Yes, we know it's delicious. We haven't really tasted it to see what it tastes like. We just tasted it to go, yes, more.
Cheers.
Cheers. Where was I drinking from? I don't know.
It's your glass. Any side is fine. What is wrong with you? All whiskey names are gibberish. I agree. You should definitely support us monetarily so we can buy more. Or buy a bar for more whiskey.
I'm trying to think of whiskey brands that isn't gibberish in some sense.
Bells.
Yeah, Bell.
Teachers. Grants.
Yeah.
Bunahaven. Bruichladdich.
Altamani,
Auchentoshan.
surely, yeah.
Lechik. Lafroig. Have you ever heard this Islay single malt?
Oh, is that the
a single-
16-year-old?
Tamnavulin, yes. I'd love it.
Complimentary swan.
After all these years, can you imagine if they then said, it's not called Lagavulin, it's called LOL.
Lagavulin.
No. It's called Laura.
I think Lagavulin.
Sure. Gotta go. Thanks for being here, Katie. Hope you're well. Hope you have fun with your student.
I mean, it depends on the look you're going for.
Hey, sometimes this shit works. Have you sipped yours yet?
No.
Get it down, ya bitch. Delicious. Actually, I sipped it and didn't taste like to go for it. I should have. There's a bit more sweetness to that one, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm just getting like a massive fruit.
Yeah. So I'll pull up the tasting notes. Summer berries, fresh cherries, and oaky spice on the nose. Now there's a bit of oak to it, but I think summer berries is more pronounced. Sweet, jammy notes with Jaffa cake and some earthy vanilla. And the finish, allspice and is allspice the aftershave? Is that the
That's Old Spice.
Oh, fuck for that!
Allspice is the thing in a jar that you sprinkle on apparently everything.
The only thing I remember, like, oh right, okay, allspice sounds generic.
Yeah.
And red currants, which actually makes sense. The finish isn't very long. I mean, it builds a little, but not much. Not as much as the first one. Demonetised, yes.
A lot of these, I don't think they say much about the length of the finish. They say what its flavours are.
Well, that's what we can talk about, though, isn't it?
But no, I would say that's a shorter finish than the first one.
Yeah, definitely shorter. But that's not a bad thing, just to be clear. Length of finish is not an indication of
Quality.
Yeah, it doesn't mean bad or good, really.
How the whiskey is.
Yeah, it's just how it finishes. It's fascinating, really, because these are the same distillery, but they finish differently. The allspice must flow. It must flow. You're absolutely right. There's a reference to something.
So there'll be a guy on a horse in it come in saying you haven't been refreshed or something. Whatever the advert is.
I've heard "Let It Flow" from some kind of horror thing or fantasy thing. Not "Let It Snow."
Or Let It Go.
I prefer "Let It Snow." Whatever. Yeah, this is a good whiskey. And again, it's another one of those things where it's another space side. It works. It's got great, like, sweeter. That's a good thing about you mentioned red wine finishes are usually fruitier.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to talk about that? Because you mentioned difference between white and red and port.
Yeah, I drink wine casually with food. I don't drink wine as like I'm a wine drinker.
June, of course, I forgot. I watched it with you, didn't I?
Yes.
It was June.
But yeah, reds. I tend to find you get more flavour from a red wine than a white wine. Reds, there's a lot more depth and it's a lot fuller bodied. They stand up well when you have them with like a meat or something because they've got a stronger flavour to go with it. The whites tend to be more delicate, so you're supposed to drink white with like fish and chicken and things, white meat, which traditionally don't have as much flavour in the actual meat or something itself.
Yeah. So I just want to quickly.
So it's more delicate to
I want
balance
to
it.
throw a spanner in the works here. Singleton 14 TR3 Special Release 2023.
I'm pretty sure that's
gown.
not designed to be drunk with fish. I'm pretty sure on their tasting notes it doesn't say perfect with salmon en croûte.
Fam, I would happily have a glass of that with a salmon cream cheese bagel. Okay, I'm just saying I would. I know you won't do it, but I happily would. It's called the Silken Gown. It's Chardonnay de Bourgogne. Yes, oui.
But yeah, reds there tends to be a lot more flavour profile to a red wine than a white wine. I've found from what I drink.
You don't be a banging stream to do Singleton red and Singleton white, right?
We've got Singleton blue as well. Just
I mean, they did a rum cast a couple of years back. Could be Singleton rum, Singleton red wine. I mean, it could be something to consider. Anyway, the flavour profile on it. What does the box or the bottle say?
Right, let me actually have a forgot what I was going to say. Taste it.
Yeah, go on. But yeah, the point he made, right, just while he's doing the tasting here, was that you get very different types of flavours from these wine cask finishes. And that's something, because I don't drink wine, that's something very interesting to me, because I don't drink port either, but the port cask finishes so far, I've loved them. Yet I don't own port, I don't drink port, I don't drink wine, really. I can, I just don't. I'd rather go with mead, which I have. A mead cask finish, I'll have that.
Yeah, it's fruit, but there's a sweetness of something. It's almost like there's...
Not a Jaffa cake?
No, I wouldn't say Jaffa cake, but I would say maybe something caramelised. So like something stewed.
We bought the wrong one. You used the Spanish Grenache. you do it more like just not a sip and let it sit on the tongue, just let it slide over and not a shot, but like that. It's definitely a lot sweeter. The cherries are more pronounced in the palate, I find. That might be the type of jam. It doesn't say what type of jam it is. Full body wine reasonably priced at $1 a jug. Now for a lit magic, I shall make its constant. My sister does that well with the donut if you give it to her.
Yeah. To be fair, my shirt is fairly appropriate in that sense. The slogan on my shirt reads, "I make whiskey disappear. What's your superpower?"
You're not wearing official Not Worth Cork merch.
No, unlike you, who's also not wearing his official Not Worth Cork
What are you talking
merch.
about? I'm wearing a black t-shirt. It could be anything on. You don't know what we're talking about.
Other than the fact the official stream uniform is white t-shirt.
Hey, it could have been dyed from a hoodie earlier. You never know. You never know.
So yeah, that sister doesn't do much watching. So who knows?
It's a mystery. I actually don't even know where that t-shirt is. It's 2 sizes too big for me. I'm not a double XL.
Yes. Anyway, right. Box.
Well, you got the bottle. It says something, doesn't it?
It's more comprehensive on the box.
Oh, very well. We have comprehensive tasting notes from the box.
Colour: mahogany gold. Different to the other one. Yeah.
Mahogany's a bit richer, I think. But yeah.
Nose: a fragrant fusion of freshly cut flowers, caramelized oranges, and marzipan with nuances of vanilla and custard. Well, orange, marzipan, and vanilla was probably explain why I got Christmas cake sort of thing.
I mean, now custards now, I kind of get it, like the powdered stuff. Yeah,
flowers,
sure.
I mean, who knows? Because freshly cut flowers could be any flowers.
There might be the stem thing.
I mean, it
It's
could be
weird.
daffodils.
Well, no, what I mean is
lilies.
not the flower, the stem. When you cut the stem, it smells like cut grass,
Yeah.
or in that area. It's not like dandelion when you piss the bed.
Or your nephew when he pisses the bed.
Hey, a tip from high school me. If a wine is too dry or otherwise not to your liking, just dump in a bunch of sugar.
Interesting.
Interesting advice. Very professional. We
We
cannot,
will not be doing this with our red wine whiskies.
or with the red wine we're going to do a sample of later.
Palate:
Swerve.
a barrage of flavours beginning with white chocolate and red berries, followed by toffee apple, peach, and coffee.
Told you I could taste chocolate.
Yeah, I got some caramel, didn't I? Which toffee apple
Chocolate.
makes sense.
I thought I got that on the nose though.
Yeah. Finish: lingering and elegant, a portrait of freshness. Slightly less of a narcissistic self-promotion than the first one.
Maybe they well, number one came out first. I'm just saying.
And they're going to get slightly more respectable each time they talk about a finish.
I was going to get my phone out and just play the freaking Robbie Rotten "We Are Number One" song again. I've done that before a few times.
Not
Give
sure
that
how
double XL
lingering
shirt to Dave. He'll be wearing it like a dress or go camping in it. He could put a belt on it and make it an accessory. Never had custard. How similar is it to pudding? You haven't had
You
nice...
have it on pudding.
So
It is not a pudding.
it's
You
got
have it
what you
on
want
pudding.
Pudding's really good with one of my personal favourites.
Custard.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
I'm telling a joke.
Okay, my apologies.
So I don't mind, for example, my favourite pudding is rhubarb crumble and custard. But if you really want to have a jolly good piping hot custard, real mouthful, thick, gooey, you don't want to waste a drop, don't want to spill it, you want a really hot and thick piece of spotted dick. The thicker the spotted dick, the better, because you want to make sure you've got it all in your mouth. That whole spotted dick in there, the sides are bursting with thick, creamy custard, and you swallow it down like a pro. Carry on.
Oh dear. Wait 30
Apple
seconds
candles
for
are
the response. Oh, wow, she's not got us very much away.
Oh.
Carry on.
I
right.
went red then. by the way.
That's fine. I got really close. It's omnidirectional, is a bit more sensitive. So, I'm going to YOLO swag them this time.
Okay.
You're not.
No, I will 10 second it.
YOLO swag them. Cheers.
That was quite a big yellow swag fan as well. It was a decent measure there.
So that goes down like a piece of... That goes down easy. Cool. The fruit is more pronounced. The chocolate is... the white chocolate is more on the shot. It's a good shot. It's a really good shot. I'm sold.
I'll
Yes,
probably
you
have
are.
to do a sip or a hold and then a swag because I've got quite a bit left. So.
Okay, well, Dave's doing a sip. I'm going to count for him. I'll start counting at some point when I can be asked. 1, 2, 3. Don't you swallow before I finish. 4. Giggity. 5. 6. 7. 7. 7. 7. 8. 7. 9. 7. 10. Don't you spit it out your finish, you cunt. It's going to come out of his nose. Get that down, you. Don't waste the drop. He's trying.
I was genuinely worried it was going to come out of my nose.
I noticed you were holding your nose and cupping it like, I will not waste it. At least your nose will be clean, but come on. Like, I will not waste this. I will now drink it.
That there's no burn on that at all.
No, there isn't.
Holding it even for whatever 25 seconds that was.
You have something on your left eyelash, and it's been bugging me for 10 minutes. On your eyelash itself. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Yeah, it was really strange. Random bit of dust. You good boy, Swallow. He did. He's a champ.
He made me wait for it.
You're a good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
No,
It's really the thing with the Tamnavulins is, they're so affordable. They're not like in your face. Oh, they're amazeballs. No, they're just really good at a very low price. They're not too complex, but there's a little bit of complexity here, and I like the conflicting notes.
Yeah, value. I mean, value for money. There.
Yeah, well, we said it with electric, didn't we?
Yeah.
Between 30 and 40 quid. Like, yeah, it's good. You yellow swag found that, or is there anything left? You can't tell with the glass.
No, it's like which line is it at?
Yeah,
if I look from here, it's on the second one. If I look from there, it's not at a line.
Yeah, it's really weird. The glasses have some ridges on at the bottom for your pleasure. They're really nice though. They were on my Amazon wishlist, so I very kindly sent them.
Yeah.
Hentai or drink tasting? Yes. Hello, Insanity. Welcome, by the way. Sorry for not saying it sooner. Remember to get your fanciful drinks now before the apocalypse takes place. Well, thankfully, both Dave and I have some rather fancy whiskies, and Dave will, even in the apocalypse, try and sell them for a higher price.
Yeah. Why not?
Agua, please. We're an hour in. We're 2 down. Many to go. Thank you. Swell, swell, swell in a glass that I can't swell in. Very well.
Yeah. What is the square equivalent of a swirl?
I would assume in that you just go.
Scientists
I assume
in
you
the
do
chat,
this instead and
Mickey.
try and catch it.
Yeah. Round things you swirl. What do you do in a square?
Yeah. You know,
That is your science challenge for the evening, folks.
I have to remember which buttons it is because I've got so many images here. I'm having to set them up weirdly on the hotkeys. So if the next one, we've ruined the stream. We understand
No
the truth
pressure.
things. Very true. Well, I've counted it. I'm not drunk, so it won't be up. There's not going to be a chance of getting drunk on these at 40%.
No, we didn't get drunk on the Diageo ones, which were nearly 60%.
Those were a lot higher. That was a lot more. Although to be fair,
I was still feeling it the next day, but
yeah, it's sort of like that was good though. Like
Yeah.
beyond the Oban, which was not bad. It just wasn't as it wasn't finished. Shake or maybe like this,
yeah.
and then you just turn it 90 and do it again. Then turn it 90
It's like a
again.
Rubik's Cube.
Is that how people solve it? They just shake it. It's the magic Rubik's Cube ball. Yeah. Will I have a
You
bad
go
day?
3 that way, 1 that way, or something.
Yeah. Am I going to have a bad day? Yes, apparently I am. It's already fallen apart. Okay. So we've done 2 so far. We've done the French Cabernet Sauvignon and the Spanish Grenache. What would you rate them 2 out of 10? Based on Tamnavulin alone. Not on others that we've had or not had. Just on those 2. Where would you... Because you can change it later.
I mean, I'm basing it also on that. My memory of that. In terms
We're not there yet. We don't want to
So-
spoil that.
of, I would say probably a 7.
For the Cabernet,
For the
French
first
Cabernet
one, the French
Sauvignon.
Cabernet,
Yep.
and an 8 for the
Spanish Grenache. Okay. So I'm intentionally mentioning...
Neither of them are 9s and 10s.
We don't know if there is a 9 or 10 here.
No,
but then when we
but-
get to the end of it, we could be like, okay, well, this is the best one of it. That has to get a higher grade.
Certainly, of the 2, that one is a bit. The
The
Grenache is a bit better, and
Yeah.
I would say they're, perfectly acceptable, good whiskies.
They're not... I wouldn't say... If you are a collector, these aren't collectibles. These are ones you buy to casually have with friends. They're
Yeah.
not meant to be collected. They're meant to be enjoyed and consumed. And they are enjoyable. I would agree with the assessment that the French Cabernet is not as fun on the palate as the Spanish Grenache. I'm mentioning the nations on purpose because I'm really hoping the German Pinot Noir sucks.
Yeah. We are definitely building for some jokes in
We've got a few. But if it does happen to be the winner, I mean, I'm expecting the American one to suck as well.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Come on.
They've only been around for 15
We don't know
minutes.
which. I don't believe we have Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc, but I don't believe it says which country for the white wine cask finish. don't believe it says it.
I will investigate.
It just says Sauvignon Blanc cask at the top. When I hear Sauvignon Blanc, as in the word, I'm immediately saying, okay, French then. You've written Sauvignon Blanc.
I think they do. I think Californian white is Sauvignon as well.
It is. But I don't think we considered the same. So I think it's very disingenuous. Anyway, next. Hello, Orla. Hope you're well. Point of collecting expensive. So that's the point. There are some that collect. I would say there are some to collect because they will go up in value and you can make money on them. I will happily, as I'm getting older, I want to invest in a few things here and there. So I know when I'm older, I can sell them. But generally, only things I will collect are things that, like for example, I've got a little, not intentional collection. When you guys have sent me whiskey off my wish list, it all sits in my office because when I'm old and grey, so in about 1,000,000 years' time, I'll open those bottles because I won't have any money. You know, I won't have much of a life. I'll be able to enjoy those with a friend and just, if I have any left, if he's still alive by then.
Yes, I am. I
Yeah.
still be alive.
You might be. But if not, I'll be able to just casually chill out on my own and cry myself to sleep with a bottle of Highland Park Legend or whatever it's called. You know, that. Dragon's Breath, is that what it's called? The non-age statement one.
Valhalla was the one that was fancy or well rated, but
No,
yeah,
you and
got
I,
Dragon Legend.
the
Dragon
one
Legend's
that you have a different one to what I have. Same one, but different boxes.
Yeah, I've got Dragon Legend.
Yes, that
So
one.
as well,
Yeah. That's the one that Monster Dumpling bought. Yes. Okay, so next on the list is the Tamnavulin number 3
Red
German
wine cask.
Pinot Noir red wine cask finish. This one we are looking forward to because it's something else, and it's another one of these also very dark. It's unopened. Only the Spanish Grenache has been opened, but it's unopened, and we're kind of excited. We're going to base a color test on it with other ones, or we got two.
This is, sehr gut.
Oh, that was a clink. About the same color.
Yeah, pretty even with the.
Yeah, the colour's about the same
Grenache.
as the Spanish Grenache, which is beautiful. And obviously, you don't need to test it with the Anok because we know what that is. Okay.
Let's
Well-
see if it says on here. Golden Rosewood, apparently, this one.
Rosewood is.
It's
what
very
is that?
red wood.
Rosewood is on that middle fretboard right there,
Yeah.
and on that guitar there, and that one there. Yeah.
Yeah, not far out.
Yeah. Okay. That's a collectible. Don't smash it too hard. Yeah. Not the bottle one.
I was going to say,
It's
hang
a
on,
Tommy
what?
Iommi signature guitar. Don't you do that? Life almost don't get old and grey. That's true. But we might wear a toupee one day. You never know. Maybe I'll dye it for effect.
That's
But
my ducky tie.
that'd be cool. Dave's going to crack the bottle now, so do get ready for orgasm sound.
Oh,
hiya!
Oi.
I have but one bottle of wine from 1863. I will not open except if I'm about to die. That's fair, Michael. They get dry and crispy. That's why Omegon takes such pride in being. Oh, donate and you hear the word. But yes, that's very true. Actually, this is another one that we've not tried before, so it's another fun experiment. And if the Germans let us down, Yempi will be getting an absolute pasting from my hand that's now covered in
Sorry.
German Pinot Noir. I won't eat it or drink it because I don't want to cheat. I've also got a bag of Quality Street down here. I'd rather eat instead because I'm an idiot.
Does that mean I'm going to end up with more Quality Street you won't eat afterwards? Palming it off again.
No, that's actually for the gig. I'm putting them in a rucksack. But yes, German Pinot Noir. I know nothing about wines. Have you had any of the wines mentioned so far? French
I've
Cabernet
Definitely
Cabernet.
had Cabernet Sauvignon. And
Well,
I've had
is it
Sauvignon
French?
Blanc.
Is it French though? The
Probably. I've probably
But what
had
about
French
what
ones.
about German Pinot
'Cause
Noir?
Cuvée Prestige and stuff, I'm sure I've had.
What about Grenache? Maybe
Don't
Tempranillo?
know. I've had Tempranillo, Rioja and stuff like that. I don't
Well.
know if I've had Grenache.
So I know for a fact I've
definitely
had.
not had. I don't think I've had any German wines.
So I can definitively say I know for a fact I've had a German Pinot Noir
Ah,
because I had it in my first year at university
interesting.
because they sold them on campus in the UFO.
Ah, the youth.
They sold like Lambrinis, they sold Black Tower, they sold some Jacob's Creeks like Shiraz and
Yeah.
Rosés, but they had a German Pinot Noir back then. I don't even know which brand it was, but I remember the word because my housemate asked for it because he wanted it for the girl he was dating.
I remember people used to be all like, "Hi, might be
What?
Liefraumilch. It was a German wine. And Blue Nun, I think, might have been German as well.
That makes sense.
Liefermilch.
Is that because they're into choking things? Okay. This has been allowed to, what's the tannins, yeah?
Yeah, we've let the tannins have their obligatory rest in time of
10, 20 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah, sure. It smells very different to the
This
others.
is heavier.
Yeah, very heavy. It's like the flavour is richer on the nose. Like it's really trying to.
See, I'm more getting a chocolatiness on this one.
The annoying thing is
the
my
nose.
left nostril's decided now it doesn't want to work. So. It's a very dark. It feels like a dark chocolate to me. It's got there's a little bit of bitterness in there.
Yeah. Maybe.
There's a lot of fruit at the front as well.
Yeah.
But it's like a wall of fruit, a wall of denial fruit. You know, 0.8 with reach.
0.8 with
reach
flying and shroud.
And reach.
Or reach and shroud.
And first strike, which makes no sense. I attack, I win. What I win? Nothing. You won nothing.
Yeah. 0.8 defender with flying and shroud.
The only point that I like, as if they've been cooked with, because I don't like the alcohol they taste with. That's fair. I'm not a big wine alcohol. Okay. Okay.
Great comment there, Ola. Thank you.
Using wine in like cooking spaghetti bolognese, that's all right. It works.
I use red wine for cooking.
Yeah. I wish we did here, but my sisters don't like the taste of the taste of the wine. They don't like it.
No,
I like it.
Your sister moaned. She knew he had whiskey on the steak. So, are you cooking your steak in
I heard
alcohol?
that.
And I was
I heard
like,
that.
yes.
I heard that.
So that sounds horrible. I was like, that's a you problem.
To be honest, it tasted fantastic.
Yeah.
You could taste the Lagavulin. It worked.
Yeah.
Steps completed.
Well done. Yes.
Yeah,
Hit
ignore
your
that.
step goal while being sat down.
Omegon, what if your bar got so popular it ends up making an appearance on Star Trek? How would you feel if that happened? I'd have Quark serve for everyone else. The only wines I ever like is ones I cook with because I don't. Ah, yeah,
There we go.
There you go.
Right.
Right. So we understand that. I'm not big on the alcohol flavour either, but I do think you like spaghetti bolognese and a lot of things.
Chili con carne.
Yeah, the
Beef
wine.
bourguignon.
What the fuck is that?
It's beef and red wine.
Fair enough. Sure.
Literally beef and
But
red
I was going
wine.
to go with things I've had. I don't know what that is. All right. Yeah, it works. And
I have to get mum to cook a beef bourguignon as well next time.
only there for one day, buddy.
Okay, well, Wellington is.
Without the mustard stuff.
Yeah, I'll check them out.
Sweet.
So, yes.
I'm assuming then she'll do a separate beef Wellington for you. Like the one for me, you and your mum, and then there'll be one for you.
Yeah.
You know, like the Admiral's Pie thing, or fish pie, whatever
Yeah.
it was I had. Yeah.
Well, no, you
like
had
that.
no, but you had the second one because you didn't have the prawns.
Yeah, but I still had a massive one.
Yeah, you had the same size as we
Yeah,
did.
and I still ate it all, didn't I? To be fair, I was a younger man. I was like, food free? Yes. Anyway, let's have a taste of this because otherwise we're going to be we're going to be for a while anyway. Cheers, buddy. There's another cool. Ooh. I'm disappointed now. I can't bully the Germans.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it because I don't really get to bully them. I normally bully them off my server. I bullied one of
We
them.
haven't managed to do that with Yemp yet. We need more. We need to do better.
It's because I hold back. One bullied so much she's changed identity. Like, fam.
Chardonnay wine called Black, just to make mushroom soup. Was
Well,
that Black Tower by any chance? Because I'm pretty sure they make wine.
I like Black Tower.
Okay, the rest of us won't know.
That was so for those who don't know,
There's also a film.
Is
I
it?
think. Yeah, I think Black Tower was a film. With
The very
Griselda
first
in Boston.
the very first wine I drank when I went to uni was a bottle of Black Tower. I bought it because it was called Black Tower and it was a black bottle.
Yeah.
I bought it and I sat in my kitchen with my housemates. We invited next door over, and I drank the whole thing. Me and my, he was a history student, you know him, but we're not naming them. And the guy who did English Lit, who came from the same town I was born in fact, so we got on really well. I drank my bottle. The historian drank a shitty little flask of Bell's, and the other guy was drinking one of the 12 packs you get of beers everyone was buying. You know those. Yeah. I was done after that wine though.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot. To be fair, I drank that and a few beers. I was done.
Wine is sneaky.
Well, it's not just that.
It's not that high a percentage.
It's
But because you drink so much of it,
Yeah.
comparatively, like a shot of whiskey is like
Well,
2.5
it
cl,
has to-
whereas a glass of wine can be 25
So
cl.
there's a bit of context for that. I'll get to in a second. But you also got to take into consideration I was 20 and I hadn't really been drinking at all in my lifetime. I didn't drink. I had a few Smirnoff Ices when I was like 18, a few beers when I was younger, but I didn't really like beer. It took me a whole semester to like beer. I went home for Christmas and I hated it when I went back.
Yeah.
But the reason why whiskey hits the system later is because it's not diluted.
Yeah.
So if you then put loads of water in it, it would actually be on par with the wine because the alcohol has been dispersed in the same mass.
Yeah.
But because of the fact that this is more concentrated, it doesn't hit the system as
And
quick.
this is technically a negative side effect of our palate cleansing because we add water to the whiskey we've drunk, helping
Yes.
dilute it and therefore helping the alcohol reach our systems.
It's worse when you do it with a Diageo special release of whiskies that have a baseline of 55%, as opposed to these that are all 40, I believe.
I believe they are. I haven't seen anything else to say otherwise yet. 40, 40, 40, and double huskies, 40.
All right, we're not going to mention that yet. That's not 40.
That one is not 40, no.
So before we did the stream today, we actually went to the shop and bought a small bottle of red wine. We'll get to it at the end of the red wine casks because we need to compare. I don't like wine that much, to be honest, so this should be interesting.
No. But this is a wine Dave does actually drink at home.
And Dave can take it home and cook with it. Or just drink
or
it.
drink it on Monday.
Sure. I mean, you're here Monday.
Maybe not with Cavill. No.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
say that might not be a good
Dave
idea.
can drink it at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. But chug it. I mean, that's always an option.
Day drinking on the train. Have you got a hip
Buddy.
flask?
Yeah, I've got an extra one, but it's got a name on it. It isn't your name. It's got Omegon on it. That's got Balvenie in if you want to take that instead.
And now I know that, I may just take it home since I'm having a Balvenie double at home.
I have a full bottle. Anyway, I'm going to carry on drinking. This one feels cooler to go down. It doesn't like... It's very sweet at the front. It sits beautifully on the tongue. It doesn't... To be fair, none of them have. This might be where the ABV yes comes into it because they are just borderline whiskies. At 40%, they are minimum requirement on that. But I think that's on purpose because also you've got to remember here when it comes to whiskey like Tamnavulin, this is a whiskey to get the entry levels in. Those who are starting out. Say, for example, earlier we had someone in the chat, you might have heard of them called Mickey. Now, Mickey, don't know who she is really, but...
No, we have no idea who this
Yeah.
person is.
But if she said to... They said to me
X, P,
that... said to me they wanted to get into whiskey, this would be a great starting point. I'd be like, okay, perhaps something softer on the palate, something sweeter on the palate. Do you want to use it for lemonade? I wouldn't recommend lemonade, but my dad does. Hi, Dad, if you're watching, by the way.
Yes, hi, Dad.
I'm not going to play that message again.
No,
although
my dad won't
I'm
be
sorely
watching.
tempted. Just
I'm
to
Meg's dad because my dad
give me my
won't be
phone. I'm going to
watching.
play the message. I'll plug it. It should be charged now. I hope you're well, by the way. He's agreed to help me with the project, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have some. These are good whiskies to start with.
One day, it would be hilarious to have my dad and your dad, if we could work the combined audios.
Stole a bar of chocolate the other day. Inadvertently, to be honest. But we got it anyway. And what can I tell you? I'm on half wages now. I've got to save a penny where I can.
Context: my dad got me a bottle of Pandaren Legend for Christmas, and it had the security tag still on it, to the point I can't remove the security tag. If I walk into a shopping centre with that, I'm going to get pulled. That is one of the best replies I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
No, his dad, in response to us doing the Pandaren stream where this was raised,
Okay, I can read.
we have better. We have.
Yeah, okay. So in August,
at some point, we should do that.
in August, we did a live stream.
Yeah, the laugh is brilliant. The laugh very much suggests that actually it wasn't inadvertently.
Yeah. In August, Dave and I did a Pandaren stream, and we mentioned my dad and his dad and how different. And we also mentioned my dad likes to mix things. We got him a birthday whiskey, which he's had. He's got it. I don't know if he's opened it.
Right.
My dad, after the stream though, at 23:46, wrote, "Love to meet up with David's dad. We could discuss our idiot offspring." And then the next day I found out he talked to my sisters about it and he was laughing about it. So I was like, thank
and
you.
he punished me by making me make rope things with boat. I had to do some weird Australian knot that I'd never heard of.
That's him getting you back. It's when he gets me back. But I've got an ottoman that I'm going to cut into.
Oh yeah, he's going to fuck that off.
Yeah, he's going to do it on purpose, isn't he?
He's going to cut one bit there and one bit there and be like, well, you wanted diagonally, didn't you?
Yeah, of course. I want the ottoman to have an L shape to it.
Yeah. V.
You two are idiots. Well, that's lovely. I was being nice to you earlier.
I know.
Now
See what we have to put up with in our
Now I'm going
mods.
to return the
Caviar. 7.
Anyway, carry on with our drink. This is delectable. What do you get on the palate, by the way? Do you think?
Essence of Yempi with.
So, according to the notes of Master Malt, the nose is woody cinnamon stick, cherry jam, tart raspberry, and polished leather. So,
I mean, well, the Germans do like the uniforms.
it's a very like cherry can be cherry. Because I've had cherry pies, we had it here many times. It's very. I was being nice to you when Dave was being mean to you earlier. Come on. Although if you donate to my coffee, I will say the M word that triggers the crap out of her.
Yeah.
So
unless she donates to it, in which case we'll still say the M word that triggers the crap out of her.
The cherry jam is what you could argue to be that wall of denial, that very thick flavour. Because what? Dog?
It may have been a dog.
1 second. False alarm, David falsely slapulated. The palate, sour cherry, black pepper, berry coolers, followed by fresh. The thing is, I don't get any of that. I'm getting a nice sort of pleasant flavour.
Yeah.
The cherry's there, definitely. But it's not,
I mean, so this is the thing with whiskey tasting, and this is something I remember back in the day of, I can't even remember what the programme was, Gilly Goulden doing wine tasting. Something like Ready Steady Cook, but wasn't. Like pre-MasterChef days.
Yeah.
Or may have even been original. May even been of original MasterChef. I always remember her having a red wine.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was now, but I remember she said basically it had all these other flavours and a strong essence of fresh tarmac. And I was like, the fuck? So you do wonder what these people eat and drink to be able to do some of these reviews, because yes, you don't generally walk up to a tree and go, yes, I can use this for whiskey reviews.
I sent you some porn in the form of David's foot and a yogurt.
I mean,
Mississippi mud pies. I want them. But yes, they finish a whack of dry baking spices and forest fruits. Now, forest fruits, yes, it's a very short finish, very short actually. But it's really, the thing is, this is quite welcoming, you know. Well, of course it's his. He's got really thin feet. He's like Sideshow Bob. His feet are smaller than mine as well, like by 3 sizes.
What you didn't notice though was the hole in the sock.
Actually, yeah, you need to buy. He's been spending all that money on whiskey and not buying some socks. Do you even give some? I've got some pizza socks if you want a pair.
Fair, your niece noticed this morning.
So it's got a little bit of warmth at the start, not at the finish. It finishes quickly. I think it's very, very cherry heavy. The pepper is not there.
It's not very German in the sense of a short finish, is it? They tend to drag things out quite a way.
It's because it can't take their loss. I mean, they dragged out the immigration thing, and look how that turned out.
Yempi's still here. This is all going to be for naught if Yempi is bugging
I've
off.
got a pizza box of socks that are shaped like pizza slices. I can give him a pair of those if he needs them. A pair of them anyway, not a whole box, because that's mine. Big shoes fill. I mean, if he could fill my shoes, I'd be very impressed. His feet are too narrow.
Yeah.
My feet are a lot wider, yet he has better balance, which is only applicable on the floor. On a skateboard, me.
No. Yeah. But it'd be interesting to put you on a paddleboard.
I think I might have an advantage. Because I found this when I did blading. When I went ice skating, I retained the advantage of blading.
See, I can ice skate.
I can because I did rollerblading.
Yeah.
I went ice skating
used
at
to.
is it Guildford?
Yeah. Graves at the... No.
Something stone. Not gallstone. Gildstone? Gravestone?
Something on the way down. We drive on the ground. Drive past.
There was one
that
multiplayer. It was a multiplayer, triplex, and it had like ice skating, it had arcade, it had something else.
Yeah.
But I did the ice skating, and I did it when I was a teenager, and I realised I could do it easily because I was when I started moving, movement was similar.
Yeah.
I made one minor adjustment because obviously you can't control too much, but it was easy. To be fair, I might actually benefit from the skateboarding experience.
There's one event we might actually get you to go to if we go ice skating.
Maybe one day.
You bring you and you'd be like, "Yep, I can do this." Oh, we're still looking at doing the winter
It's when you tell the
Wonderland
kids.
thing in London.
It's when you tell the kids, when you fall, don't do this.
No, do not do that.
Because no matter how many times I tell them not to do something, they ignore me.
Yeah. What we need to do is tell them, when you fall, do not do this. Because then they'll do that and try and punch the ice, and at least their fingers will be safe.
You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather tell them, do this. Don't do that. It will be fine. As they hit the floor, they break the thumb. They just hear this noise.
And they'll be,
Oh, yeah. If anyone didn't hear that, I was cracking my knuckles.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling. Oh, my neck wants to go as well. Oh,
laser tag whilst ice skating. That would be interesting.
I'd win. Dave will break his toe, foot, ankle, leg. Anyway, what does the tasting notes on the box say?
So, colour, golden rosewood.
Yep.
Nose, soft aromas of Turkish delight, caramelised peaches and Seville oranges with hints of red cherries and apple pie.
That sounds delicious.
How dare the Germans steal our apple pie?
That's cultural appropriation, you
That is
German
indeed.
swines. You Schweinsteigers should be ashamed of yourselves.
Das ist nicht richtig.
Scheiße.
Ja.
Dankeschön.
Palette, flavours of vanilla, peach flan.
Flan.
How much more English can they get? Apple pie and flan.
Haven't had flan in so long.
Can you tell they're bitter? They know we're better. They're just appropriating all of our good things.
But flan. No one does flan anymore.
My mum does. She makes her own flan
How old's
case.
your mum again? 21, yeah? Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Flan.
so flavours of vanilla, peach flan, and ginger spice slowly yield to reveal glacé cherries, succulent figs, and licorice.
Cherries, yes. Licorice, no. Figs, no.
Flan, no.
I don't know what flan tastes like anymore.
Well, the flan itself is a sponge, so nothing basically.
It tastes like a sponge.
Finish: enduring and decadent.
Decadent, I can understand. I mean,
There's some wording there that's
okay.
not overly self-aggrandizing.
So, much like the first one, it's a bit over the top. The first word was
enduring.
right. No, it's a short
No.
finish. Decadent in the context of
Hi, Nathan.
Tamnavulin. Thank you for being here, Nathan. The context of Tamnavulins, you could argue, is a form of decadence. Don't forget, Singleton 15 is called Fruity Decadence.
Yeah.
And it is fruity. It's based on that context, and based on the flavour profile they provide. Actually, that if you could find half of it, a flan, then yeah, maybe you got a point. I'm not buying a Victoria sponge though to compare.
Oh, there's too much sugar on that. You know.
You just take everything else off the top and choose the bottom layer. It's a cake. There you got a flan.
You can buy a flan. You can just buy a flan case. We'll just go to Tesco, buy a flan case and eat it and see.
Bitch, why?
The flan is. This is the thing. It's really depressing with flan. Flan is best when you cook the flan base.
Yeah.
Take it out of the oven, sod the flan, and eat the sponge hot, like warm out of the oven, and oh, that's lovely.
But then you may as well just have a hot cake.
You're just having a hot sponge. But yeah.
That sounds like people instead of go for a hot shave with a hot towel, you've gone no bitch. Hot this. Yeah, flan. Give me that instead. Hot cake. Come on. Give me. That's a band, isn't it? Hot cakes. No, it's the third album from the Darkness
Yeah.
when they returned. Hot cakes.
Sorry.
It's called.
Dad, if you're listening, don't tell Mum about her flan. I like her flan really.
I've never had your flan. If you're listening, when I'm there next, and Dave's already told you, apparently you're doing the beef Wellington without mustard. Although you know my allergies, which you're very kind to point out every time it comes up, because we're all old. Could you also do me a hot cake and not a flan? But do me a favour. Serve it to me cold and see how long it takes me to burn my fucking mouth.
I mean, as someone who has his fair share of apple pie,
Can I have a rhubarb crumble instead, though?
you might get that this time of year.
Yeah, like in January when I come up, can I have rhubarb crumble and custard? Because I like rhubarb crumble and custard.
As someone who has his fair share of apple pie, I am not smelling apple pie in this whiskey.
No, I don't eat apple pie much, but I know the smell is there's a sweet, really sweet. I know what the smell is. I reckon it's very sort of. Yeah, no. They've always taken care of me. I think it was after my second or third visit. Every time I come over afterwards, they were like, "Megal, eat that." I went to a barbecue once. I ate one burger, and they were like, "There's loads left over." So like, "Megal, eat that," and I'm like, "Yeah." I think I replied, "Fuck yeah," and then like they said they don't like swearing. I'm like, "Sorry, yes."
Yeah, they don't really do swearing.
No, they don't. Which is why the one time I was sort of permitted to. I mentioned a mug I had. My birthday or Christmas, my sister got me one that says Twat of Nobbington Manor or something. Yeah. And I mentioned that, I was like, I won't say it again. They're like, thank you. All right. I carried on playing with the splinter in my hand to try and get it out. I'm going to yellow swag them. You can do the thing.
Right.
Oh, yellow swag them. Okay, no.
There's a bit of glass there somewhere.
Yeah.
Stupid bridges.
It's a really easy shot. They're all really good shots.
I went right in the ridge. That's why
I noticed. I felt like if I pulled that up, it would have been a friction burn. That's really nice. You should definitely, that's what I'm talking about. Are you doing the seconds, or should I start counting? 1, 2, no, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's Dave doing the thing with his mouth. 8. 9. I mean, I was going with no for German. 9. 10. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's what I said, Zing. I said it.
Yeah.
Bitch. I could have done it in German. I know how to count to 10. My sister taught me when I was a kid. I just didn't care anymore.
Can you count to 20?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, I can do it.
Elf as well.
Shut the fuck up. We do not speak loser here. We do not speak loser in hit Scheiße.
That's French.
We do not speak loser. Germans are shut up. Anyway, palate cleanse, buddy. What do you actually? No. Before we get to
that, I'm getting more cherry from holding it in my mouth.
So I didn't hold it in my mouth. I felt it was a lot like. That's David, not me. You hold it on when it went as a shot. It was much simpler. It was very light on the fruit. It was not as I'm going to do this now. Forward, back, turn. Forward, back, turn. Forward, back, forward, back. I feel like I'm doing a cheat code.
L2, R2.
Up, down, left, right, ABC, or L2, R2. Yeah.
L1, L2, L1, R2, up, down, left, right, X square, start.
Anyway, out of 10, where would you rate this one? Would you rate it above the French Cabernet or?
Depends. Is Yempi here?
It is Yempi here. If you're here, we're going to rate it low on purpose. If you're not here, it might go a bit higher. I want to rate it below the French Cabernet though anyway. Because I think it's good, but I think I enjoyed the French Cabernet more.
Ooh, she has on headphones.
Challenge accept. Moist. Accepted.
So, I would rate it below, but I think not by much, because I think they're all really close. I agree the Grenache's better. I think the Cabernet French one is better, but not by much. I think I just enjoyed the impact of the first one.
Not that I want to be particularly mean to the cheese eating surrender monkeys.
You want to rate it lower, don't you?
But no, that's the French.
You said not to be mean to the cheese eating surrender monkeys.
Yeah, well, that's the French. But
I
I
might
actually think
misunderstood
the
what you
German
said.
is better than the French. It's not as good as the Grenache, but
I mean, they were better in World War II.
Well, everyone was better than the French in World War II.
How's London
The French
stand
were so
these days?
bad they were our allies,
have
and we even had to
We
attack
have a
them.
vitally important question. How's London stand these days? We'll tell you tomorrow when we go to a gig there.
Yeah.
Hello, P. Craft. Smash like. Hope you're well. Carry on. How would you rate the German then? I just felt that the French in this instance, I liked because it's not the this one's it's got that wall of denial I mentioned at the start. To me, felt unnecessary. Whereas the Grenache and the French Cabernet were much more. Come in, have a look at my wares.
Yeah.
Whereas the German were like, no,
Nein, halt,
Scheiße,
Achtung.
Scheiße. I didn't appreciate that at the start, but I do think it's good. None of them are bad.
I think I prefer the flavour profile of the German one.
I get you.
I'm not sure why, because I don't really like cherries, but I think it just feels...
I love cherries, but I do think I didn't get it. I think I want to be a bit nice, not necessarily rude to the French or mean to the Germans. I just think there's not much difference really in the level.
Oh, they're
That's the
close,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. They're not as good as the Grenache though.
No. They are close. I think that just tasted a little bit nicer to me.
I get you.
Like I say, it was weird given that I don't really like cherry, but
There are a few things you don't like.
the balance on it and the way
In fact, there's a few fruits you don't like much, and I find it quite funny. Just because they're good fruits. Banana.
Yeah, I don't like banana. I don't.
It's mostly because
Like
you know why?
cherry.
It's not because of the flavour. It's because he can't eat them right. Instead, he deep throats it, which is weird because he's straight. Weirdo.
Yeah. But I think it's very close. I'd say
It's okay.
that's just
If you think it's
just
if you think it's
French.
weird how you eat a banana, Yona still uses knife and fork. She refuses to use her hands.
Well, I mean, you know,
Imagine how she reacts when she sees a penis
Yeah, I mean, she wouldn't know what to do about
with a
it.
knife and fork.
This is probably why she has issues, because, you know, no guy's going to let her take a knife and fork to this.
I rate the stream a 10 out of 10. Thank you very much for that. We really appreciate it.
Okay, how drunk are you?
Hey, look, look.
We'll take it, but...
Yeah, no. But the French, you're absolutely right. Scheiße.
Yeah, sehr gut.
Je ne sais pas.
Okay. There goes Spanish.
I was like, hang on a second. You dumb bitch.
What is with it?
I can speak a universal language that all other cultures can understand if I say 4 words. I had to count it to be certain. Do you do chips? I had to be certain of it for a second there. If someone says that in that voice, yeah. Anyway, on to number 4.
Possibly prefaced by "Oi, Pedro," to quote Russell Howard.
It's more. It should be Oiga Camarero. That's what it's supposed to be. You meant to say, oh, not Pedro's. Oi, Pedro. You meant to put your tongue in the front of your lip here. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I know someone called that as well. Anyway, let's get to number 4. Number 4 is number 6.
Cat.
On this. There we go. Number 4 is the American. Okay, if you're American, and I know there's a few of you here, your American Cabernet Sauvignon.
So this could be yeah, but the problem with American stuff is that
It's shit.
fake.
It's
Like
shit.
real imitation cheese.
They're the largest stockpile of cheese in the world. But would you be surprised to know most of it's served in a tin that you spray in your mouth like whipped cream?
No, I would not. I would be surprised if it wasn't that way.
I know they like to say it's someone then said to me,
Cheese whiz or something.
No. Someone said to me it's cheddar. I'm like, bitch, I get more cheddar out of fucking like licking a twiglet, and there's no cheese on it. Okay, sod
It's
off.
like you have to eat things with sauce and whiz because they call cheese squirty cheese whiz.
I get more cheese off of licking the edge of a Game Boy. I'm looking at my yellow Game Boy.
Yeah,
Right.
that looks like a good lump of cheese.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but no, I've got more cheese on my USB cable than there is in your spray
For the
cheese.
Americans in the chat, please look up a British cartoon called Wallace and Gromit, where you will
Wensleydale.
find an entire moon made of cheese.
Wensleydale.
And it is actual cheese,
Yes.
rather than fake imitation cheese
When's
served in plastic packets.
Wensleydale's all right. It's not the. I think like Red Leicester's better. Anyway, Tamnavulin, number 4. This is the last one in the series unless they've done it. Well, they did the Tamnavulin Neo. That one. But that's not numbered. It's a travel exclusive originally. Now you can get on
See what we'll do with it. You don't want to know what we're going to do with that.
Send you a can of... Oh. Someone sent me a bottle of Ranch. My friend... well, someone I knew called Ash. She sent me a bottle in a care package from Texas, which has some like snow globes and other beef jerkies, which were lovely. I never ate them because I was terrified of them. But then they went mouldy, and I was like, oh, I should have eaten those. The American Snickers was trash.
Yeah.
They sent me a bottle of Ranch.
It's got the wrong chocolate. Not got real chocolate in it.
Well, it's not. It was too bitter. Yeah. And I mentioned we have them here and they're much creamier.
Because the Americans aren't allowed to put sugar in their chocolate because they're too obese.
The point I was going to with the Ranch was, I didn't eat it, nor did my sisters, in fact. Do you know what I did, Dave? I used it in a video to tell people what I thought of Ranch in a content console. I put it on a chopping board and put a knife through it. Oh, one moment. We have to let dog out. Un moment, s'il vous plaît. I've shut Dave out. It's just us now. Oh, my lordy lord. He's back. Right.
Bonjour.
I'm going to get more cheese. Bonjour. Ça
Guten
va?
Abend.
Ça va?
Ich bin gut.
Scheiße.
Don't know why I said that in not a German accent. But
I would get more cheese giving a blowjob to someone who just ate cheese. Yes. Must be head cheese. It must be. I am an American, but I don't know much on whiskey, so I'm not going to defend it. That's fair. So the thing with this is
but
another...
you did spell whiskey correctly.
Of course you did. Michael's been paying attention.
Good man.
Just, I'm not going to rag on American Sauvignon, Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't know anything about the wine. I don't know if it's any good, but a lot of the American products usually do slide in the quality. So no offense intended, I am going into this expecting this particular Tamnavulin to not be as good as any of the others. And the colour is not too dissimilar.
It's very similar to the Bonaccia again. So only really the French ones, the only ones different really, because the other three have been roughly the same colour.
Okay. Well, we're definitely going to give this a look. We're going to give it a taste. We're going to give it a good working over. Because if we find that the American is not good in our mouths, we're going to be very annoyed. Oh, hang on.
Ooh,
Not bad.
pleasing on the pop.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, they like things to go pop, don't they?
Yeah. Me and my brother once drove 160 kilometers to Gouda just to acquire one cheese wheel.
Are you Marshall Erickson?
Gouda?
No. You have to buy those off the internet.
Gouda? It's the house party
Don't
thing.
skimp on the Gouda.
Yeah, it's the house party thing. Yeah. Okay. Give it a second to sit and have a proper sniff in a moment. But yeah, this is another one of the series. There aren't any more beyond the temporary Neo. But again, I'm not going to make it a point to get that because it's a litre. It's also it's not a part of the series. I wanted the complete series and I've got it. The white wine one was hilarious. Actually, we'll get to soon. I've got a story for that. I just need to remember to say it.
Okay. Someone, secretary, remind Meg.
Meg has story. Tell me when we get to the white wine, which won't be until we've had a little sample of the Casillero del Diablo.
Indeed.
Did I pronounce it correctly? Casillero del Diablo.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the two L's become wide, I think.
Yeah.
So yes. Casillero. Thank you. Okay, well, nosing time.
Nose in, good sir. Nose in.
Oh, splendid.
Size doesn't matter.
I've got one nostril's blocked though, it's really irritating. I'm like Dark Side Phil now if Nathan was here. That's better actually now. Again, the fruit intensity is quite prominent. High on cold
Huh.
meds. She's high. How cool is that? What's wrong?
I'm confused.
Smells good.
Okay, yeah, it does. It is from Chile, yes. It was. We'll explain in a moment when we get to it. I'm getting a very subtle smokiness.
I'm getting it. Oh, hang on. There's like a weird slight burn right near the bridge of my nose. Is that it? Let the side that self-censors delete. Oh, thank you for correcting me, Michael. I do appreciate that. I'm not as knowledgeable on differing
Yes,
Hispanic.
it
You
is-
dripped,
it is
you
from Chile.
dripped them on your leg.
That's,
How'd you do that? I saw it
No,
drop.
I don't know.
Must have been water. Maybe a drop of
Probably
water
off the
fell down.
side,
Yeah.
Smell
Caught on the
bottom,
ridge. Yeah.
there's water along.
Ah, okay.
But it doesn't smell like anything. Yes, it is from Chile. We'll explain.
Oh, if this is slightly smoked, that'd be impressive. Okay. Well, should we have a taste? I've got a nice, like, welcoming, warm fruit at the front end.
Yeah.
Maybe apple, actually.
I'm thinking it's like an apple and plum.
That'd work. Yeah, I like that. That works. Okay, well, shall we? Cheers. Ooh,
It's very different in texture to the other ones.
that was cold. That was very, like, sweet and then just disappeared to me.
It's not as rich.
No, it was there and it just vanished.
There's like no finish on it.
That's really odd. That was it was like I had flavours like when it was on my tongue. The moment I swallowed it, there was there was nothing there. It was gone. How? It's not. I mean, that's bad, actually, really, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's missing an element of the tasting. If it's got no finish at all.
I mean,
but-
it might do if we do some second taste. Yeah, do second base, like 10 seconds. We have to do that. I'll do that. I'll do it. Ready?
So, yeah, so what I just did, Meg took a sip, I was going to start counting, and I then faked leaving the room. I think we're probably at about 12, so, you know.
You may want to do that. Go on, your turn.
Just the way you were laughing, I could hear you laughing, trying to hold the whiskey.
Yeah.
That was weird. I was just like, what,
To be fair,
what can I do to make this interesting?
I'm lucky I've got a big mouth, so I'll just move the whiskey to the
Yeah.
one side and I can then open my mouth and talk to you.
So
Dear.
that would have been a brilliant moment if we were on camera.
Yeah, yeah. It would have been
me
like
walking
no,
out.
it would have been me going hands out like bitch, wait, get back here. Come on, do your turn.
So you're a pick of what?
I don't know, a penis. Nah, I shouldn't do that.
Nah, she wouldn't. That's true. Send her a cookie because she doesn't. Pick her
No,
a cookie because
no.
she doesn't actually eat real food.
No, it'd be an empty hand. It would be a communist
Yeah,
cookie.
true, yeah.
Communist cookie.
All the cookies she deserves. Nothing.
No, communist one because it just doesn't
Just
exist.
an empty worktop.
Yeah, yeah. Thought he fell over. Oh no! I was laughing. Am I counting or you? 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swallow, bitch. Good girl. Who's a good girl? It's more. There's a bit more pepper at the end, but
Yeah.
it's very, very short.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit watery. It's like thin.
Yeah.
Comparative.
So we already know this is getting rated the lowest. No offense intended to the Americans. It's not bad, but this is definitely the one, if I was going to drink it, I'd drink it to get rid of it. Because it's not as... whereas the first one was all blasé on the finish.
I'm struggling. I am struggling with it as a wine finish. It doesn't feel like it's got that.
You know what we'll have? Because we later on have something that might be able
Yeah.
to check it. We might be able to find out.
Yeah.
So the tasting notes for this are Black Forest Ghetto, soft vanilla, toasted oak. Right, so you said smoked. Toasted oak might
Toasted
be what...
oak,
Yeah.
that could be it. Yeah. Got the toasted from the barrel.
So
rather than-
it does remind me of the famous grass toasted cask. There is a vanilla aspect to that, very vanilla heavy actually. This it says soft. Palate, fresh cherries, blackberries, fig, silky caramel. It's very smooth. But
Yeah.
I would say, again, cherries, yeah, sure. Berries, yeah. Fig, no.
No.
Fig is very mild flavour, but I kind of get it. Finish, no.
They're obsessed with this allspice, aren't they?
It might be the same guy. It's just like,
Maybe.
fam, I love me some allspice. This is it. This is my drink. It's my jam.
Definitely not getting jam.
No.
You get the angle right as a little hit of pepper as it goes down.
I
on the
get.
finish,
Well,
but-
I had it on the tongue. I went everywhere because you fucked off, or tried to. Peen pick, you're a Ken doll. That's a point. It's very true. Dave is a Ken doll. As
am.
on my feet.
Move all over. This is true.
Yeah, he doesn't have any body hair at all.
So, the tasting notes on the bottle, we have colour, rich golden bronze, because apparently they're trying to find different ways of describing the same thing.
Oh, they gotta be creative.
Nose, luminous aromas of...
I'm sorry. I didn't realise this was a glow-in-the-dark jellyfish.
How does one see a nose? Yes.
Apparently, you just hold it up to a light and go, "Oh, look, I can see the nose."
Yes. So, luminous aromas of soft forest fruits, freshly baked brioche. That would be more French, I think. With
You sure
cacao
it's the right box?
and sweet spice dusting. Well, it says number 4 on it, and it says American.
It should be number 2, to be honest. It's not. It should. It would only be if the American Cabernet Sauvignon was given the number 2. It would make more sense. We can just call it
Yeah.
shit. It's not. It's not what it says.
Okay.
None of them really.
No.
Have. They've all been-
Palate. There we go. Harmonious flavours of Madagascan vanilla, coconut, and gingerbread give way to subtle, juicy blackberry and creme brulee.
I could get a vanilla
Again,
ice cream. I could get
French.
I could get a vanilla ice cream out of it, but not much. Very mild.
Finish. Beautiful elegance and balance.
I mean, it is balanced because there's sod all going on.
Yeah.
It's pH number 7.
It is pH neutral, this is true.
It is number 7. Okay. Okay.
Other cosmetics are available from other retailers.
It's not bad. It really isn't. But I would say it's definitely worse than the other 3. It's not as good at all. I don't think it's close to the French, the Spanish, or the German, though. I don't think it's anywhere near them.
I mean, who the hell decided to put coconut in a whiskey that isn't a rum cask? Like, what were they thinking?
Rum casks generally aren't coconut, though,
No.
are they?
But you could get away with it in that because it's
You can argue
rum.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Caribbean. You'd
Yeah,
think
you
coconut.
can argue it 100%. You could be like, oh, this tastes like Malibu. There you go.
Yeah.
But in this, no, I just, no. It, I
don't
would
get
say,
much of any of that. To be honest.
no. I think both seem to have, I don't know how they're getting it, because, I mean, to be fair, these guys are more experienced than we are. We're just idiots with a microphone who are trying to acquire a bar, just saying. But it's nice. It's not bad. It's just not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. You
Not as good as the others.
you could easily sit and drink it.
Number 4 seems appropriate because it is the 4th,
Yeah.
ranked number 4 of the lot. The order of mine is 2, 3, 1, 4, but Dave's is obviously
Hang on. No, that's the same.
a short,
order as
short
mine.
order. Yeah, mine's 2, 1, 3, 4.
All the same numbers, just not in the same order.
Yeah, it's just hard to count sometimes because dyslexic. I'm not dyslexic, but dyslexic.
No, we don't need a tap. We're not having beer.
I mean, if you could,
So we know.
although I do have a tap on
You
a
have got
decanter,
space under the cabin, though. You could put some cans.
but I have a decanter with a tap on it
True. You do.
with Murray Elgin Classic. It's quite
But I
nice.
feel like you'd more like to have cider than beer in. on
Cider?
tap. Yeah, cider.
Bit of scrump.
Yeah.
It's alright. A lot of it is grumpy. When your dad talks in his proper language, you sound like a little bit of scrump as well. When he sometimes speaks very well spoken, your father does, and then other times he drops it and he speaks like a vermer. You're trying it, aren't you?
I'm trying to get round the mouth, trying to see if I can pick up anything.
That's what Leona has said to me before with Kendall remarks. I'm trying to put my mouth and get something out of it, and I'm just getting. I can't feel anything.
I mean, definitely not getting creme brulee. There's no
Creme
hint.
brulee.
Yeah.
Hang on, are we talking like creme brulee or the Great British Bake Off one that's served in an egg?
No, a proper creme brulee.
Okay. Because
Caramel.
I would say there's another little thing I need to add. It is not a YOLO swag fan, or a good one. It's boring. That one bothered me a little bit more than the others. Whereas the others all went down easy, this one went down easy, but I noticed it. This one didn't taste as sweet as the others.
No.
If you YOLO swag fan, you'll know what I mean.
It's not got. I think the others have all got, and you might understand a bit more.
Get
when
your
we
coffee,
have
Michael.
The next one.
Yeah. So
they've all got the body that matches the cast finish.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't.
So I don't know much about Cabernet
swag
Sauvignon. Just swag fan it. You'll be fine. Just you understand what I mean. It doesn't feel as good as the others.
No.
No, it doesn't really work. It can be, but it's just not as good. Oi. Oi. So we're gonna palate. I would say Dave is right, and I am that is not the best one. No offense to the Americans, but your Cabernet Sauvignon in the Tamnavulin finish is not great. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad whiskey per se. It's just not. Sorry, it's right. It's just not a bad whiskey. It's not great. Okay. It's all right. We're going to do something else first before we get to the story. To be fair, it's not much of a story really, but it's just something I want to talk about briefly. That did happen concerning the
picks, or we won't believe you've eaten food.
Citation needed, if you please. Arbiter of truth,
Yeah.
tell me more.
Please archive it and
Send nudes of food. So, Dave's drinking his water that has more flavour in than that.
it's nearly as flavourful as the.
Yeah, no
If I had
offence.
my strawberry water, I'd be saying
So,
it was more flavourful.
The thing is, we're going to be doing something later on with Tamnavulin also, because then we can really sort of baseline it, and we'll explain more later because we're not there yet. We've got white wine cask finished whiskey, and we've got the red wine from Chile to go through.
Yes, we now have the Tamnavulin Castillo del Diablo 2021 release from Chile.
Scheiße.
Cabernet Sauvignon finish.
I don't do wine, so this is going to be an interesting one for me. I'm not really big on wine. I don't know what it is with wine, but it never works for me.
But he has had wine before
Many times.
because most recently when we did a barbecue last year,
2 bottles of jam shed.
2 bottles of jam shed, mainly because it came with a fancy jam shed glass jam jar
tankard thing.
tankard basically.
Yeah.
And it was £6 a bottle.
Whiskey mukbang.
That was
Yes,
actually incredibly fruity.
it was nice.
But I think you preferred mine to yours.
I did.
I can't remember which the two we got now, but yeah.
I preferred yours because it was a bit milder. Mine was a bit too strangely rich. Mine tasted like a typical red wine that I couldn't stand.
Yeah.
But I drank it. It was fine. I just shot it.
Yeah.
I was like a whole shank, and I'm like, well, fuck it. Oh.
So yeah. So this so Castillo Diablo is wine I actually drink at home.
Just
I do
a quick
like
thing
Chilean wine.
to Michael in the chat. If you want to help support our whiskey mukbangs, we have an Amazon wish list.
Yes.
Also, consider supporting us via coffee.com/the real Omegon 9873. Doing so will help us acquire our.
Do we have a temperature gauge? Sorry.
No. I have a storm glass.
We must serve between 18 and 20 degrees C, apparently. If your radiator's working in a cabin, I'll run it up there.
It's 9 degrees outside, and it's not that inside. So let's assume we're okay.
Yeah. But yes, do please support
She says 9 degrees outside, so fine.
our Ko-fi.
Yes.
Request
Helps
for a bar.
Yeah. Well, help us by contributing towards it.
So
yeah.
this is a smooth, full-bodied Cabernet Sauvignon with cassis and black cherry flavours,
Right.
complemented by hints of coffee and
I'm
dark
going to
chocolate.
bring us back here, by the way, folks, because I think I don't have the image for this. We didn't really think to do this.
We literally bought this at about 7:30.
Yeah, because we went to one shop, they didn't have it. We went to another shop, and they did have a version of it. Again, I don't drink wine, so we're only going to do singles at most. because I really can't do wine.
It won't mix well with whiskey if we do too much more, so we're just going to do a single
and
measure.
Dave will
rather
take the
than
rest
a
home with him,
glassful.
and he'll make it vanish like a good old magician. Can I have half a single? Because I don't really want a full single. I really don't do wine. I'm not against it, by the way. I've encountered a couple over the years I don't mind. But again, I'm really not big on... It's red wine that I really don't think works for me. Oh, God. All right. So, white wine, for some reason, I think I can do white wine. Because I did it at the wedding, didn't I? I had white wine, champagne,
Yeah.
and Kendallmint, and a glass of Man of Swords, and more Kendallmint.
No, hang on. You had white wine, champagne, Kendallmint, 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 Man of Swords,
Kendallmint.
Kendallmint.
Kendallmint. And then we ran out and we're like, creme de menthe.
Yeah, we literally drank the bar out of Kendallmint.
Kept the bottle, gave it to brother-in-law, filled it back up, gave it back to him, and I was like, there you go.
Yeah, we literally were like, is that done? I was like, yeah, can we keep it? He was like,
Did you actually ask him to keep it?
Yeah.
Ah.
I was like, can we have the bottle? And he was like, why? He's like, trophy?
Anyway.
He was like, why is it a trophy? He's like, because they had to open it when we tried it. It's like we've drunk the entire thing. He was like, oh, okay.
You guys have made money on that. The shots weren't cheap.
No.
I mean, based on how much a bottle
25
costs,
quid bottle, and it was what, 4 quid a shot?
I think it's $3.50. But we still had about 20 odd shots out of it. Like, fam, you made enough to buy 3 bottles. Welcome back and enjoy your food. Anyway, so we're drinking our glass of Cabernet Sauvignon, which was the only one we could find.
Yeah.
There was no white wine one that was not Pinot Grigio.
No, we managed to find one white, which was Pinot Grigio, which is Italy, not America.
There was a rosé
and
as well,
thing.
and that was it. There was other reds as well.
We had Tempranillo, which was Spanish, but the wrong type of grape. This is at least Cabernet Sauvignon, but it is the wrong country, but it's the same style of wine.
We thought it would be nice just
being
to have a
Chilean
swerve,
rather-
just to
It's
give
South
us-
American, not North American, but you know.
It looks like blood mead.
But yeah,
It smells like wine.
yeah.
It smells like wine. I'm not a fan, but I will. I'm a man.
But you can, but from the smell, you
Oh,
get
yeah,
the
yeah,
fruit and
yeah,
everything.
absolutely. But there's something odd in that smell. I don't know. It's like a weird warm smell, and I can never get
Yeah.
beyond it. And I don't know why I struggle with it so much.
This is where the red wine is to breathe and it should be poured splashily, apparently.
Bitch, not on that natural wood, you ain't. You ain't pouring your wine on my wood. It'll
It's giving a
stain
nice antique look.
Fam, it'll stain my wood and cause me a whole world of grief. How am I going to get that out? I have to rub that wood for ages to get it off.
Some say a red stain on your wood is the mark of conquest.
Mate, it sounds like someone's done something at the wrong time of the month.
Oh, do. Nice.
I feel like anyone who puts money on this stream being monetized will have very long odds.
I don't want to take them odds. Okay, I'm gonna. The nose. There is that. Now I'm trying. I really am. I'm again not putting as well unless I'm there to sit. Oh, I'm not really. Like once I get past this weird little warmth, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot of nice fruitiness there. It's quite nice. We're in the wrong glasses for it, though, to be honest. It should be the
Yeah,
nosy
we are.
ones.
We should have done those in ones, yeah.
It
Do you want me
takes
to see
it-
if I can find actual tasting notes for this?
The thing with this, yeah, you do that. I'm going to talk about this for a second. Like, I have to sit there and sniff this, inhale for a good 10 seconds to get beyond this weird layer that I can't seem to normally get beyond. Once I get past it, the flavour is fantastic. There's something going on. There's something there that's quite welcoming. But that 10 seconds is irritating because in whiskey, that's 10 years. That's an age statement of flavour that you unlock. With the wine, I feel like it is the literal wall of denial. If you play Magic the Gathering, you get that. But it's the point of, I can't get beyond you because your defences are too much.
So Cabernet wine is known for the hint of oak in the wine, apparently.
Fam, I'm getting cherry.
Well, it does say cherry, black cherry on there, doesn't it?
Does it? I haven't looked at that.
Yeah,
I've got-
cassis and black cherry. I don't know what cassis is.
Okay. Well, I've not seen the bottle. Other than you, I didn't touch it, did I?
No.
Dave can confirm Meg has made a successful assessment and analysis based on his own nose and one nostril functioning. And now two.
Colour bright, intense violet red. Aroma expresses delicate notes of black fruits such as plums and cherries, accompanied by a delicate touch of toast from aging in oak barrels.
You did say something about that earlier, but I didn't realise it would be in a wine as well.
Palate. This Cabernet Sauvignon is very well structured with pronounced character, firm tannins, and an abundance of fruit such as plums and black cherries. Pleasing toast from the oak lends greater complexity, and the finish is long and persistent. See?
Sure.
What even wine has tasting notes?
Tannins.
I don't know what a tannin is or what
I have
cassis
no
is.
fucking idea. Should we just have a glass and a good go and see what we get? No, we've got to get back to the whiskey, mate.
True, this is true. Oh, it's a wine though. Think it out. Yeah. Pinky out. Yeah.
Is this what we do international drinking rules? Double tap, no names, just elbow pointing.
Yeah.
And...
Pass it to the left only.
Yeah. Bitch. Oh, God, I'm dreading this.
Meg is now out of his comfort zone by quite a long way. They were sitting here happily going, what? Meg is like punching things. He's like, what the fuck is in my mouth?
Oh, that was not a welcome. There was something weird and like sharp at the back.
Yeah,
but not
it needs to breathe a little more. But
the tannins and all
we
that.
should have nose and glassed it and poured it about half an hour ago. But yeah, so it was kind of my idea a bit last minute to say, shall we buy a small bottle of wine to compare?
Well, we mentioned it last night, and then you were like, well, let's just do it.
The reason being, obviously, we've had most of the Tamna set is red wine.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not actually have a small amount of red wine, something that roughly matches, to compare for the flavour profile? Not necessarily whether we like this as a shot or, anything like that. Just as a sense of what a red wine is, to try and help us tell what it's imparting on the whiskey. And obviously, I think the main thing I've said already is the full bodiness of the wine and the flavour profile of the fruit, and we've seen that in quite a few of the whiskies, which obviously now we've had a glass had a sip of. Hopefully, Meg has seen once you got past the initial why am I drinking this?
I just thought I was drinking it. I've still got to finish it, so it will have to be shot. I don't like that at all.
Touch of Frost. Yes, someone that likes 90s TV.
I like that show. It's all right. It's a good crime show. David Jason's a very good actor. It's not a bad wine, I will admit. It's just like that initial. I haven't had wine in ages since Jam Shed. I don't drink wine, do I? I drink mead, sure.
Yeah.
But not this. I'd happily pull out a glass of mead, a horn of mead right now and drink that instead. Honestly, I really would.
So yeah, the aroma, delicate notes of black fruit such as plums and cherries. Well, you said cherry, didn't you?
I did.
So you got that. A delicate touch of toast from the aging of barrels, or the oak barrels. But yeah, plums, black cherries, a slight toastedness, and a long finish.
I'm glad it's not long at all. Because fuck me.
You are having very Meg sips though.
I have no choice. Ugh. No. I don't know what it is with wine.
I'm not going to suggest a YOLO swag fam.
I'll YOLO swag fam now. Because it's not even a full shot. But there's something about wine. I don't know what it is with red wine especially. I just cannot stand it. I find every so often I find one that I can, then I forget it. I just can't remember it. That's why I like rosé, fine. There's a few white wines.
Rosé is just like a Ribena.
Sure, but it's in the ballpark of alcohol that's supposed to look like a wine.
Yeah.
It's that. It looks like a middle road between red and white because it's pink.
Yeah.
There are some others that I don't mind, but the names elude me.
Rosé goes very well with garlic buttered prawns.
Goes great with Christmas dinner as well when I was a kid.
Yeah. Not so much when you're an adult. Because there's better things to drink.
Yeah, of course, but you try and wash down eating too much meat at once with a glass of Paul John Christmas edition. It's not going to work. You can't be like, right, I'm a massive glug of this, and then like 5 minutes later, like, I'm going to fucking it. It's all my stuff. You're going to like it. Don't you like
But you can end up like that off the rosé because you drink one glass, then you drink another glass, and before you know it, you've drunk 2 bottles.
But you know, I really like you. I really think you're funny. Does sound like anyone you know.
Would that be the guy that actually appeared today?
The raging alcoholic.
Yeah,
Anyway.
friend of the family that appeared today out of nowhere.
I'm going to yellow swag fam this. You ready?
Oh, that's gone down well.
Well done. Well done. I finished it, everyone.
Meg has, yes, finished. He's finished in my glass.
Oh. Oh. What, finished in your hole?
Yeah.
What a shame. Lucky it wasn't a full bloody shot then, really, isn't it? Can I have water, please? Because my palate tastes like crap. Honestly, I can't stand wine, man. I can, but...
Do that to get the last of the wine out.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Right, I have a bit of water actually cleanse.
Thank you, darling. Okay, so as we've established here, Meg does not drink wine. I don't, again, there are some I've come across I do like, but I don't make it a point to buy them. Again, I prefer other things.
I just remembered I was going to look at what cassis was.
Oh, please do. Well, I've got 2 bottles of mead hidden behind this guitar case. It's tournament mead and Bullet for My Valentine Christmas mead. That Christmas mead is what I'm going to drink at Christmas dinner if I bother to turn up this time.
That does not help.
What, me drinking mead?
No. Cassis is a commune situated east of Marseille. It's like, that's not what I want.
I don't want to talk about the cheese-eating surrender monkeys. We're on Chile.
Ah, so cassis is blackcurrant.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Very well. Well, we've learnt something here, folks. All we need to do now is continue our education once Dave finishes his red wine glass. And yes, 1 yawn, everyone. 1 fucking yawn. Take your time. It's all good.
I say it's wine. I'm not going to drink this too quick. No, I'm not going to yellow swag fan the wine.
No, I get you. Because the richness of that is very... Not is that weird. I don't know what it is. But there's something there at the start. I can't seem to get beyond it. I got it on the nose and I took a big sniff. I've had that on my tongue too long. It irritated me so much. I don't understand it why with red wine I get that. Yet red wine goes so well with things.
Yeah. Things we really like
Steak.
meat. Tommy's.
It does not go with caviar. I'm going to stop now. Anyway, it doesn't go with that because that's a white wine finish thing, you know.
But it does go well with cookies.
Did we have cookies tonight?
We saw the Viennese biscuits.
Oh, we can have some of those afterwards. Anyway, my palate is cleansed. Now, the reason I wanted you all to have like a basis of, while I may not like it, the basis of comparison is vitally important because then you can understand where some of the flavors come from. Okay, that's the point. We want you to know that. First of all, I'll happily sit here and try these things out. Of course I will, but I'm not always going to win or succeed or be able to finish them. That's totally normal. We've had whiskies in the past as well that each of us have struggled with. The bottle is somewhere nearby. You need to refill it.
That's down there, I think.
Okay, we should be alright though.
Well, I see a bottle of water down there. So
Yeah, that's one from the cabin.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, there's not always going to be a case where I can handle...
Sorry, Michael, that is the obligatory suffering of wildling. Sorry. Has to happen.
Yeah, of course. So, trying out the wine is vitally important. We are going to do something similar next year with port. And based on my response to wine, this one's going to be really interesting. Although white port could be interesting, could be different.
Yeah.
And so...
what the fuck is this in, like, oh my god, sweetness overload?
Yes, possibly. It might be a thing where I'm like, can I have a bottle of this? And can I have that decanter your dad has for it? The big flat rip that
Yes.
like
Oh, that's a nightmare though, because you can't tell how much is in it, because you think there's nothing, because it's so wide. And you start pouring, and then you're like, oh god, I poured a double, and there's still a load left.
You know, cocktail glasses are triangular, yeah?
Yeah.
When they pour you a single, they short change you.
Yes.
Because if you pour an entire can of drink into it, you fill it up to the brim.
Yeah.
So it's that same perception, like distortion. It's done solely to screw with you.
Yeah.
But it also looks pretty. It looks awesome.
Yeah, because don't those glasses hold like 4 shots or something?
Yeah,
but
they do.
Yeah.
They do. They're holding up to see them out. Oddly enough, the shop I bought the decanter from earlier.
Yeah.
He said, "You want to have a look at my shot glasses at the back? I've got a set of 6 skull ones. They looked amazing on a wooden frame." And I was like, "Are you a prick?"
Maybe better. Yeah, but to be fair, we're a whiskey company, not a rum company.
I got rum.
True. Yeah, we both have rum.
Got Pirate's Grog and Kraken.
Yeah, and
and
man's
lambs.
fingers and
Lambs.
buzzers and.
Don't have any of those. I got lambs.
Have we got on the list to do a rum stream?
No, but it could be fun to do it one day. Yeah. Not worth a cork.
Yeah,
Rum
no.
edition. Secretary.
Not worth a cork. Goes on holiday.
Maybe one day we'll do it. Maybe next year might do a rum stream. But yes, we're going to move on because we have one more wine cask finish to look at, and this is another one where I have a little story. So, Tamnavulin Speyside Single Malt Scotch Whisky White Wine Cask Edition Sauvignon Blanc. That's it. Cask. It's a strange one because when I got it, there was only one place I could get it from, and that was Asda. But Asda in a town nowhere near me. I then had to place a food shop order, minimum requirement of £25. That was 30 quid.
Yeah.
The guy turned up the next day with an entire basket and just one bottle of it. My sister was like, "You just made a guy deliver from 3 towns over a single bottle of whiskey." And I was like, "Well, DPD wouldn't do it, Royal Mail wouldn't do it, Amazon wouldn't do it, nor would every Hermes. You know, none of these guys do it." But apparently Asda will deliver one bottle of from 2 towns over, like half an hour train. Like, I literally ordered it and had them deliver it from that town, nowhere near me.
Yeah.
The guy drove from there to bring it. Can you imagine if he turned up and went, "We've had to substitute it for these Rolos." That would have been the real kick in the teeth. As if he had
We
to-
subsidised it for this bottle of Pinot Grigio.
Yeah. And we substituted it for an eraser or some Tipex. Like, I literally
Have
ordered
this
it.
broccoli.
Thing is, I went to the food shop order, started it. I even booked a delivery time slot, and you know what I did? I made sure it was delivered when I wasn't at the house. Because I was like, I know they're going to bully me.
Of course
with
you
this.
did.
I made sure I was at the bakery. I was like, I'm going to bully.
Just for your sister to be ID'd answering the door.
No.
She loves that.
No, it's not that. She saw the Asda and was like, "Where's the rest of the food shopping?" She was like, "Where's the rest of it?"
I'm sure you said you'd ordered a food shop delivery.
Normally my sister does. So the other sister orders it. It was the older sister that answered. She answered and went, "Did we order anything else?" I was like, "No."
Sister, where's the rest of the order?
She like calls.
She's like, what order?
She like texts me and goes, "That is the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my life. Take delivery of a single bottle of whiskey."
Brilliant.
I was like, so it arrived then. She's like, "Yeah, no substitutions?" Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, it's all right then."
So for anyone wondering why Asda now have a policy that says minimum spend cannot be used on certain products.
Oh, it was that.
Exhibit
It
Meg.
should be like minimum items. I was so. It's one of the dumbest things
Look
I've
at
ever.
the price of some of their Easter eggs. You could just have an Easter egg delivered for
Yeah.
that.
So based. Yeah. True. So I made it a point to make sure it was the last one because it was I couldn't get the Grenache, but I made sure to get that. So I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna do that. I looked at money in my PayPal and thought, yeah, I'm doing this. You're like annoying your family. Hi, I'm Meg. If you haven't met before, I'm a colossal dickhead. And in this one, I've done it quite well over the years.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favourite ones. Solely because I was cleaning the bakery. She told me, and I was genuinely
Yeah.
Genuinely
if Meg
crying.
had to list his special skills, one of them would be having a fuckload of parcels delivered when he's out to make his sisters answer the door
the best one I did.
by different couriers on the same day, so they have to do it more than once.
Just before we even opened this one up, the best one I did was actually it was Amazon. 2 years ago, I bought all. That was Highland Park Fire. So I bought all my January treats off Amazon. Now I bought everyone's. I bought January treats for my sisters, nieces, nephews, and then loads for myself because I did really well, and I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna have some fun with this. It was before you were like fully back in our lives again, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna have some fun. I bought a total of 65 items of various shapes and sizes. This one transit van turns up 5 minutes before I have to go to work. 5 minutes. My sister opens the door, the older sister, the same one who did the white wine cask thing. She opens the door and the guy says, I've got more. And he does 4 deliveries, and by the 4th one, my sister's gone, Meg, what have you done? The hallway was full, and I was like, there's something in here for you. And she's like, oh, okay. And then I give
Children, dig.
Well, no, I give my nieces their presents. I gave them each at Christmas a Barbie.
Yeah.
In January, I gave them a vehicle. I gave my middle niece hers, and she goes, is there anything else here? I was like, motherfucker. But yeah, 65 items, and I left it all there, and then went to the hallway, right, where the fish tank is. You couldn't get past it. It was like, the response was hilarious. I was like, yeah. Then I found, she said, but this guy's got to do more work. And he said, no, actually, I deliver by number of parcels. I can go home now. And I was like,
I've delivered 65 parcels in 7 minutes. I'm a world record holder.
yeah. I've done it. Based on parcel number, I get to go home. I'm like, I'll win. Fucking go home, mate. See you later, bruv. I'm going to work. See you later, girls. It took me 3 days to clear all that mess. The recycling was full.
Yeah.
Anyway, white wine cask finish. We're on number 8. There we go. Tamnavulin is this is another unopened bottle. I'm hoping it does better than the American, and certainly better than that chili one, which is still making me feel a bit nauseous at the back. It should be the lightest of the lot. Put it next to the Anok, because that looks very similar. Yeah.
Very similar to the Anok.
Yeah. So I have a stream whiskey, Anok 12, Highland whiskey, standard 12-year-old Highland whiskey, very light, and this is quite. You don't have fingernails, do you? Oh, you do, but you don't.
But they're all like this, though.
Yeah, they're
all
buried.
like
They're embossed. They're
underneath
embedded,
the
aren't
other
they?
one.
Yeah, that's weird. But anyway, yeah, we've got. All right, we've got another unopened bottle, and that's what we want to look at now, and hopefully have a bit of fun with this one, because it could be a laugh. Oh, hello. Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm interested. Let's have a go. If you think you're hard enough.
Should I say if the glugging translates down the microphone?
Yeah, I hope they heard that, because that was
Quite a good noise.
that was quite nice. Yeah, you glug well, mate. You shortchanged yourself. It's all right.
Not gonna worry about small.
True. It's only a small amount, but you say that towards the top where it's the widest, therefore it could be half a shot.
True, yeah.
Don't shortchange yourself. Oh, she's done the dots. It must be a noise.
Yeah,
Very
it
well.
must have translated.
Oh my life, that smells nothing alike. Nothing alike. That smells nothing like the reds.
That smells more like a whiskey.
It smells like that, and also a little bit of pear. Like mild pear drop right on the side.
I see your pear.
Oh,
I'm gonna raise you a melon.
really? Honeydew or cantaloupe?
Not quite sure.
Maybe honeydew. Where it says cantaloupe on the master and malt. I didn't bother to read theirs. I just cropped them to size. I was like, there you go. Glad to set it up, didn't I? Oh, we did. I'm glad you did, because that was a very satisfying, plop sound.
A little nuttiness.
Okay.
But yeah, like melon, apple and melon. Would be what I would say.
Okay. It smells lovely. But
Smells
this
a lot
one,
more refreshing than the other ones.
it does. A bit crisp. I think that this white wine.
Much like a white wine.
Yeah, I was about to say white wine's meant to be that, isn't it? Although Singleton 14 of Glenduran,
Well, yes.
silken gown, Chardonnay de Bourgogne smells completely different. It was a star attraction. Nice durian fruit. I see what you're doing there. And no, I do not smell durian fruit. It's very. I don't know if I've had that before. Actually, I'm too working class to know beyond the name what it is. There's more of a whiskey quality to that. It just smells like a whiskey. Like the others didn't.
It smells like it smells more like a flavoured whiskey than the other ones smell like a whiskeyed wine.
So do you think that it's because maybe it's harder to draw the flavours out of the white wine casks?
I would probably say yes.
That might be because red wines. Whenever I see a red wine cask, they look like they've soaked it up.
Yeah.
Whereas the white wine ones seem to still hold a level of like structure.
Yeah.
They don't get soft as quick apparently.
No.
I do like the red wine ones do look nice when they're battered though.
Yeah, that's
something satisfying about it.
It's interesting. It's annoying because I haven't put where it's from. But
that is, but we'll assume French as well.
Just because it's going to be French or American. They're the two places. Or maybe Australian.
Nah.
There's a lot of Australian.
Come on, they're not. Yeah, but are they going to have easy access to the French, the American, or the Australian? Commonwealth maybe, but France is.
Yeah, true.
I think we should give it a taste. If it tastes like shit, it's American. If it tastes like it was made in a prison toilet, it was Australian. And if it tastes like it's quit.
It tastes awesome.
Although to be fair,
so it's like cheese or surrender. Then it's French.
I'll be honest. If it tastes like a white wine, then we know it's French anyway because they're used to white.
Yes.
Flags. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wait, what the fuck? I'm gonna have to do it again. That was weird. Am I drinking whiskey or water?
Whiskey? I want more whiskey than water.
I mean, I get whiskey, but...
Did you forget to drink the water?
No, I drank the water. Yeah.
It's got the dryness of a white wine.
Give me your glass a second. I'm not going to drink from your glass. I just want to do something like this. Fingers aren't as long as yours. I might have forgotten to drink my water.
Oh dear.
Well, shit. I could have sworn I drank it. This tastes like I drank in that corner. Well, no, I drank from this corner exclusively.
Yours tastes weaker than mine.
Don't forget to drink my water.
Yes.
Fuck's sake. Give me another glass.
Yours is definitely weaker than mine.
Give me a different glass, because that was pants. Oh no. What a boomer.
F in the chat for Meg.
Shut up, you sluts. Oh.
Bonus.
Oh, hi. Thank you for that. Oh, you just
got Dave pour.
Dave pour. Okay.
You've got a light Dave pour.
All right. Right. Well, I'll wait till you do that. And Okay.
I'll taste that and see if it's different.
That's better. Yeah. That's really nice. That tastes like whiskey though.
Yeah.
That just tastes straight up like a nice Speyside.
Yeah. I think this is probably more basically a Tamnavulin with a little touch of extra rather than the other ones which are very much profiled. Flavour.
That is. I didn't realise it was water when you look at the top because it's a little bit.
How much is in there comparative to a...
Yeah, well, you can't really tell at first. You have to work out what the bloody lines are.
Ridges don't help in that sense because you have no idea. If you're looking for above,
this is just such a satisfying look as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so Meg has changed glass just to...
Hiya, Hiyaah. I'm using one of my stream whiskey that I use normally on Twitch. These are rounded, they're weighted. In fact, Dave has a set because I love these. These are probably my favourite glasses. We bought Dave a set. Actually, did you know?
Meg has a matching decanter.
I do. What off my wish list? Did you know you weren't meant to get those glasses
No?
No. Originally, I had bought you the one that I have that's a round base at the bottom, that one.
Yeah.
But I liked it so much, I kept it and bought you those instead. I literally went, niece, you're giving him those instead. I'm keeping this one. It looks like a tree stump.
Yeah.
I like it. It's fine. You don't care.
Yeah, I'm happy.
You got bullets as well.
I did. One of which is yours.
And one of mine is yours.
Yes.
It's like you shared saliva.
Yeah, we are completing each other's sets.
Yes, indeed. This is really nice, but
Yeah.
I do think this just tastes straight up like a whiskey with a little bit of apple and pear in there.
Yeah.
That is much nicer than the watered down version. Watered down whiskey tastes like crap. Like, you know what I mean? It just, the water seemed more pronounced.
What we established is that watering it down doesn't help.
No, it makes it worse. Like, fam, don't make me suffer. I don't deserve that kind of pain in my life. I've earned the right to drink quality scotch and other nations. What do you think so far of this whiskey, by the way?
It's difficult. Well, comparing it against the others is difficult. This is a nice whiskey, but it's not so good as a wine cask finish.
If we're going to base it on the wine cask part, I think probably is not the strongest. But as a whiskey,
it's a white wine cask, so it's never going to give as much as a red wine in terms of flavour.
So I don't think we can rate this with them because I don't think it's a fair comparison. Because white wine's not the same at all. It's still really nice though. I don't think. Yeah, if they did more white wine cask finishes, it'd be interesting. But are there many?
I mean, Singleton.
I mean, Pinot Grigio would be interesting. Chardonnay Bourgogne, yeah, sure. Pinot Grigio.
There are a couple out there.
I wonder if they'd ever do them because
I
they never.
said Bren do one.
I don't know the standard whiskey, but I like. There's no number on this one, so we don't have much on it really. I think that's vitally important, really, because it sort of gives that implication that it's not going to go beyond this. Like, this is the one.
Yeah.
Okay. You shortchanged us. All right, that's fine because it's experimental. It makes money, hopefully. No doubt it's easy for them to make this one, knowing they don't have to make different types of it.
Yeah.
Whereas with the others, I'm assuming they have an abundance, especially the American, because they don't do quality.
Yeah.
They do quantity. The same can be said for the Germans.
Do you have the tasting notes for this, or is this box?
I do actually. There we go, off the box. So
Right.
you have to read the box. Because, just a fun fact here, I bought this off Asda and it was hilarious to get it. But websites don't have much in the way of tasting notes for this. In fact, Asda's have less on it than the box itself. Go, Dave.
So, colour, polished amber.
Sure, but lighter.
Nose, signature orchard green apple notes with banana, ripe honeydew melon, which we've definitely got,
Yeah, I got
and white peach skin. Fresh citrus, green
White
grass, sweet hay with jasmine and vanilla coconut cream.
Oh, the apple. Have you got the honeydew?
Melon, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get the hay, the jasmine, the vanilla,
Fuck
the
is-
coconut, the citrus, the grass, the banana.
The banana one's a weird one because we had the sample from the Oban and the banana smell was too much.
Yeah.
So banana is a strange one because it's just so either too subtle or it's too powerful. Weirdly, I don't find banana to be that powerful, but in the Oban it was horrendous.
Yeah.
I'll give it to my dad.
Palate, lemon, grapefruit, and baked apple tart with a hint of cinnamon spice. Ginger and lime biscuits to finish. When the has anyone had a lime biscuit? Hands up in the chat if you've had a lime biscuit. So, yeah. You have some white peach skin on my ass. Okay, excellent. We're drinking Michael's ass.
Wait, what? I'm not drinking your bottom, your rooty tooty booty. You
Finish soft, sweet, and fruity.
Okay. Well, it is very soft if you have it with water.
So it's the most down to earth of all the descriptions of a finish.
only ever had key lime pie. I've never had key lime pie at all. I've seen it. My bakery, Clean, actually have done it a couple of times. Key lime pie. It just looks like a meh. I'd rather have a gypsy tart. I'd rather
So
have
it was a key lime pie. Kiwi lime. I'm allergic to kiwi.
I'd rather have a DIY pan au chocolat.
Yeah.
Context is required here, Dave. I bought Dave a pan au chocolat. He wasn't impressed. Why, Dave?
Because he didn't buy me a pan au chocolat.
I totally did.
He bought me a croissant,
Yeah.
a chocolate brandy.
DIY. It counts. All you have to do is like cut pieces of the chocolate fudge brownie, put it inside. Bosh.
Yeah.
Like literally, bosh. Like, fam, I bought you a few as well. Memory serves, I bought like loads of strawberry tarts, loads of brownies, and a few croissants.
Yeah.
You could have made many croissant pan au chocolat.
And you kept bringing me a chocolate brownie and giving me a strawberry tart.
Oh yeah. To be fair, that was accidental because I think I said it wrong once.
Yeah.
And just ran with it. It's like I've already cocked it up. Okay, you guys have got chocolate brownies now. They're strawberry tarts, mate. Oh. Yeah, about that. I like this. I like it more than I like the American.
It's got a pleasant warmth to it.
Yeah, yeah. I like it more than the American, but only because, and no offense to the American Sauvignon, Cabernet Sauvignon, I just feel like that is, well, actually, I think the watered down version of the white is still is probably what yours is, because it just feels watered down. Yeah, it's
very
40%.
sweet. If you hold it in your mouth, it's very sweet.
I'm wondering if
It does then taste a bit more like a white wine.
I kind of want to know if the American one has an intenser flavour if it had a higher ABV. That would help it. That normally does help.
Yeah.
But I think because they're selling us to a casual... The intention behind these is casual market. I kind
It's
of...
trying to bring people in. It's trying
It's a
to, a
growing
lot
market.
of people drink wine.
Yeah, they do.
So
I don't
it's
know
trying
why.
to encourage those people that drink wine to come and drink a whiskey.
They probably just treat it like they do some of their wines and spit it into a bucket. Like,
Well, I mean,
bitch.
whiskey tastings, they do that, don't
Not this whiskey tasting.
they? No.
We don't
Yeah,
do
this is very unprofessional.
Can you imagine
in
doing that
sense.
on the digital drams? We've got the Diageos and like, oh, by the way, now it's about you spit it out. Like,
What? This is a £250 bottle of whiskey. I ain't
it's
spitting
just
this
with a
out.
mouthful of whiskey going, that's haram, 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 haram. I swallow because I'm a good boy.
Danger, danger, danger.
Sheldon. That was Sheldon, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm the yellow swag then. Cheers, buddy.
I've got to do 10 seconds. Actually, I kind of did the 10 seconds while I was like swishing.
You
around.
did. You've done 10 seconds.
But
Finish
yeah,
it.
It was a lot sweeter.
Consume the beverage. I love saying that. It's a good shot. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Actually, to be fair, I will say even the American Cabernet Sauvignon isn't bad. For the price range, it's still good because there are whiskies around that price range that suck ass. But then we've discovered of late there are a few that really bang.
Ardmore.
We don't speak of the Ardmore. There was like so for example, Bunnahabhain Storada around the same price, easy.
Yeah.
The Glenmorangie Elgin Classic.
Yeah.
That's really nice actually. Very sweet for what it is.
Yeah, it's less than 25 quid most of the time.
Personal favourite of mine, Glenfiddich 12. Jameson's, like Bushmills, Tullamore. These are all around the same price range.
Totally American oak.
Yeah. And that's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good lowland. And Glenlivet 12 sometimes you catch it on sale. Johnny Walker Black.
Yeah.
But that's actually, to be fair, nothing's as good as that. It's just,
I mean, Penderyn if you get it on sale.
if you catch it on sale, yeah. I would argue, I mean, if you catch it on sale, you could argue one or two of the Japanese ones, but not many. Their lower ones are
Yeah.
really shit, to be fair. But there's lots of really, now this is a really affordable whiskey. Now, we're not done because we've got all the wine casks, but what you really need is the baseline. Now, the baseline for this is what we would call the standard. Yeah? Is that enough for you?
I'm running out of water here.
Okay. If you got enough to finish, you're all right.
Yeah, kind of.
All right. Baseline
Half the
for,
dram.
to do this, the baseline for Tamnavulin is Tamnavulin double cask, which is this one. This is the standard Tamnavulin, although there are two technically, double cask and sherry cask. But double cask is a sherry cask. My box is a Christmas box. I bought it from
quite fancy.
I bought it from the co-op because I saw it and they literally went to give me just the bottle and I said, no, I want that box. Literally give me the box. I wanted just the box. I would happily, if they'd given me the box, I would have walked out without the bottle because I didn't need the bottle. But yeah, no, I have a double cask.
It's a very expensive, well, I'd say very expensive box. Not quite as expensive as my John Blue box. But...
Or nor mine, for that matter. But it's still quite, it's a nice Christmas festive design. It's not Christmas whiskey, but it's beautiful. And we rate this as a, like, it's mediocre, right, as a whiskey. It's not, compared to the other whiskies we base it on, it's not a standout one, but it's a really easy drinker. But it's not as easy, it's not as smooth as a Livet 12 or Founder's Reserve even. It's not up there, you know, it's better than Jack Daniel's number 7, which isn't a whiskey anyway, but many consider it one. Someone said that to me earlier. Who said it to me earlier? They said Jack Daniel's. Oh, it was the guy I bought the decanter from. He's like, I mentioned I was going to put a decent whiskey, and he's like, I wouldn't put a Jack. I'd probably put a Jack Daniel's. I'm like, that's not a whiskey. I put Talisker, and he's like, what's that? Yeah, Talisker. Okay. But yeah, it's a good whiskey, and we thought what we'd do to finish is have a glass of this because it is the baseline. This isn't a wine cask finish. This is what they normally sell. This is the absolute. Every supermarket has it. It really does it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it basically does. This is if you want a Tamnavulin, this is what you'll get pretty much everywhere you go.
You won't get the sherry one everywhere. You'll get each supermarket seems to have a different one of the wine casks.
Yeah.
Co-ops now have the number 1, which is the French. Sainsbury's has number 2. I think Morrison's has number 3. I don't know who has number 4. But the numbers seem to... Oh, Asda has as the white wine. It's just they vary it. I think that was done on purpose, which made sense. But we thought we'd finish with this one as a good way of demonstrating how different the standard is. It's double cask, which means it's done in bourbon and I believe in Oloroso. It says sherry. It's surely Oloroso. It's the easiest one to get your hands on. It's not going to be Amontillado or Palo Cortado, is it? It's not going to be Pedro Jimenez. They're rare.
Doesn't specify.
I firmly believe this is going to be Oloroso because everyone does Oloroso. This is what.
Well, yeah, they basically do.
Yeah. Well, they would because think about the others. They're all rare. Palo Cortado, rare. Amontillado, rare. Pedro Jimenez, rare.
Yeah, because Palo Cortado is a mistake, basically, isn't it?
Yes, it was a mistake. It's a good shot though. Very expensive one. But yes, we're going to do that now. Would Dave like to open this? Dave is the barman in this. Have you noticed? He's done all the openings today. I do actually have an open bottle, but for some odd reason I can't find it.
This is another new open. So we are.
Did I give my dad my open bottle? I know I gave him. I know I gave him the bottle. I might have because no, he had a new one as well. I was sent extra bottles by somebody else. A Pete on my wish list. Oh! That's a nice mellow one. Okay.
Yeah, short but sweet.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. I'll bring over my round glass because I boomed the first one. I can't drink the other one now, you know, right? Which means whiskey's been wasted. You know, you got keen.
So we have wasted whiskey due to water.
I was about to say that is a completely different smell, and that is quite something.
If I save water, drink whiskey, mug would go out the window.
Oh, it's not the worst I did in the world, though, is it?
I have double cast on my hand.
Oh, you double cast on your hand. That's a shame. Will you survive this horrendous event?
I've cleaned up.
Okay. If you are in the chat still, people, do say something if you're keen or interested in any discussions. If you have any questions, ask us. I know it's a bit quieter this evening. That's quite all right. But we are quite happy to answer any questions. It is quite quiet today. I think it might be time of the year thing.
Yeah.
That's okay. We've got 2 more streams left this year. We should be all right. Do you want to sniff?
We may or may not remember what they are at this point.
It's definitely the latter. Oh no, we don't need to do it. We're sniffing. See, this smells like a whiskey. This is completely different to the white.
It is, but it's closer to the white than the red.
It obviously, yes. The red is just like, again, I still think it's a soaking up flavour thing. It smells sweet. It smells like a sherry cask. You can definitely get that ex-bourbon cask thing out of it as well, oak or whatever it is. Like, it has to be ex-bourbon. It has to be. Have you seen your... I'm not saying that, Michael. I know what you've just written there. Don't say it out loud.
Yes.
Yeah. Edgy boy. In US, it's fall festival time. That is true. I have a question. How do you get an unwilling teenager to put clothes for a wedding that they do not want to attend? You don't.
You give them money, give them alcohol, or
No.
you don't.
No, you don't, because they don't deserve to be there. Simple as that. If they don't want to be there, fine. You don't get to enjoy an occasion where you get to have some fun. All you have to do in the process is wear some nice clothes. Right? You don't have to... When I went to my sister's wedding, there was something similar with some of the kids acting up. And they're much younger. My view on it is simple. Okay, sod off then. Quite frankly, because then I get to enjoy it knowing your miserable ass isn't there. And we had plenty of fun. I promise you, me and Dave, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We were drinking... We said on the day before, we weren't going to drink
Bearing
much.
in mind, we took an entire carrier bag full of our own drink.
Four bottles of whiskey. 2 in your bag, 2 in mine. I brought Pogues and Black. You brought Sassenach and...
Tenjaku.
Thank you. Right. We said on the night before we were going to not drink much in the morning, maybe have a little bit in the midday, and then loads in the evening. That night, we drank a shitload, and honestly, miracles happened, like his bed getting inflated. I was so hammered, I sent very inappropriate messages to Leona. Hi. And I was hammered. He was hammered. We were completely back.
Yeah.
And the next day, we were like, okay, so that is we're definitely not drinking today. By the time we got there, we we started.
Barbecue. We could have a cider.
I had like a haggis burger or something, haggis sausage or something.
We had like this weird Scottish version of barbecue. It's like, yeah, we could do a cider.
Yeah.
And then we had cider.
And then
like,
my dad rocks up with these green drinks and goes, "You've got to try these." I'm like, okay. Drinks it and goes, yes.
Where did I get this from, and how do I get more?
We stayed up to like 2 a.m. talking to my dad and his partner, and then the next day we did the exact same thing. Yeah, true. The next day we did the exact same thing. We drank even heavier.
Yeah. And then we all got in a minibus and drove home again the day after.
I wanted to do it. Right, should we have a sip of this? A little snifter? Yes? Okay. Cheers, buddy.
Ciao.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So, I would rate this higher than 2 of the red wine cask finishes. Solely because we're actually drinking a whiskey. It feels like it feels good. You're not enjoying that, are you?
No.
I am, because I don't mind. It's a familiar flavour for me. So I like it. I'm going to pull up, for those who are interested,
It feels like
the tasting notes. We'll go through it in a second. Don't read it. I know you can't see them anyway because you're blind. So you got something on your eyelash again. How'd you do that? Your left eyelash
I
again.
don't know, I've just been sitting here.
Yeah, no, I don't understand. Your left eyelash again. Yeah, you got it. You got it. It was on the right on the end. How weird is that? Should I just cut your eyelashes off? I've got scissors.
Maybe I.
They're very long.
I'm going to close my eyes so I don't read it because it's right in front of me.
I'll just turn my monitor off. There you go. I now can't see the chat, so if you want to say anything, you can, because it's on the right screen and I can't see anything now because I've turned it off so Dave can talk. I think there's a sweetness to that that's really, like, welcoming. Like, when I think of, like, sherry and the welcoming, like, festive sort of feel to it. Because I think this could be a Christmas whiskey.
See, whereas I suppose perhaps it's still comparative to the wines. I'm thinking that tastes a bit bitter comparatively.
I could get that. The weird thing is I get more bitter from the wine than I do from that.
It gets different palates, doesn't it?
It definitely
Like,
is.
drink wine.
Yeah,
a lot
you
more than
do.
you, and-
Whereas I can't stand it. Same with beer though. To be fair, I can't do beers. Neither of us do.
No, neither
But
of us
we can do
really
ciders.
Yeah.
But again, I had to build up a tolerance for beer. I couldn't be asked to build up a tolerance to wine as well. Man, I'd be such an alcoholic.
Yeah.
The only time I drink close to what can be considered heavy is when you're here.
Yeah.
And thank fuck you're only here once a month. Because I spend the rest of the month working off the extra weight I put on when you're here.
Yeah, 2 streams or 3 streams in one visit.
So I think that, like, I genuinely think if you give it a bit of a moment, there's a festive sort of feel to it. I feel like it feels a bit not necessarily like brandy finish, because obviously it's not. But I think whatever they do to it, it feels like it could fob itself off as a Christmas whiskey. It's because I've had a few bottles of this, to be honest. I think I just have had a bit more time with it.
Yeah,
It's not the most pronounced, I'll give you that. But then this is a £25 bottle.
Yeah.
£25 bottle. It's not the most expensive on purpose.
Yeah, there is a little sweetness and there's a little sort of hit of something spicy.
I still rate this higher than the American Cabernet.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And I would argue you have to rate it above the white wine cask solely because if this is similar, this is a whiskey though. The other one's a white wine. It's a strange one. I'm going to put up the tasting notes so we can see it now. And if anyone's been abusive in the chat, Leona,
Mostly,
I'm
yeah.
Dr. Ginger Hamster. Hope you're well. So, on the nose, you have chocolate mousse, extra thick double cream with a dusting of brown sugar, stewed apples, and blackberries. Apples, sure. Cream, not so creamy. Mousse, chocolate? No, brown sugar though. Yes, there's definitely a bit of sweetness there. It's not so it's not Demerara sugar brown, but
No.
it's.
What the hell is the chocolate mousse?
I don't know where that is. It might be the bitterness maybe. It might be a dark chocolate mousse. On the palate, Christmas pudding. Get it. I told you.
Yeah.
Chocolate brownies, yellow plum. They came in yellow. I thought they were purple.
They'll be yellow till they were ripe.
Toffee coated barley. Toffee, yeah, smooth. The finish, spiced rum sweetness. Now, okay, that one intrigues me because spiced rum sweetness finish on this is usually sweet. That's it. Spice though implies a bit of a mild bit of cracking in there. You know.
There's a bit of heat.
Yeah, a little bit. Only right. If I take it straight in and just let it go right to the back, yeah, it sits there for a minute. I just tried a whiskey at the liquor store. Tasting notes included diesel fuel and charcoal with a greasy mouthfeel. Did you just put your mouth up to the nozzle of the gas pump?
That's brilliant. That's even better than Julie Goulden's wine ones.
Did you put your mouth up to the gas pump and say I got $10? Fill me up. Come on, you can tell us where they touched you on the no-no square. What are the tasting notes on the box, Dave?
So, amber gold in colour.
Yeah, it's
On the
accurate.
nose, rich, warm aromas of apple, toffee, and honey with sweet marzipan and subtle, tangy marmalade.
No, tang isn't really there. Marmalade maybe, but not tangy.
The palate, fresh mellow notes of pear, creamy peaches, pineapple, and a hint of demerara sugar.
So
You did say brown sugar.
I did say brown sugar.
Just sort of demerara.
Well, I wasn't entirely sure if it was Demerara though. I did say I don't think it is Demerara.
No. Brown sugar is normally Muscovado, but yeah.
Yes, that's why I'm like
not white sugar, not like granulated standard.
You mean that thing I put an absolute mountain of on my Weetabix because I'm
Yeah.
a child?
Finish is rich, smooth, and refreshing. A signature Speyside malt.
I love how contrasting the notes on the box are to the notes from Master and Malt, and I had to make sure before we started to make sure that these were the correct ones. They are. So if I expand the image fully, it does say the correct whiskey on it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's always also uploaded against the wrong one.
Leona, he got unleaded. That's what he got. It's 158 a gallon at the moment, or litre or whatever. It's going up.
Yeah.
It's 164 for diesel, I think, around here.
Yeah, the shell is 164. That's what I paid when I filled up.
I like this. I like it. Easy drinker. It's one where it will always exist in my bar, like Johnny Walker Black, but I don't intentionally make it a point to buy it anymore. Because it's one you have when you know you've got someone over that just wants an easy drink. Whereas, say for example, my dad comes over and wants to drink. Yeah, I'll mix this with lemonade for him because he'll love it. It's good with. To be fair, no, not to joke, but some do work better as a mixer, and other whiskey drinkers aren't going to drink it neat. My dad has a couple times, and he does like whiskey neat sometimes. Very expensive ones of mine he's had. Sinatra Select, for example. He literally came over to me once. I said, "Do you want this?" And he went, "Yeah." Gone. Okay. But others like this are of that price range where I don't take issue with it being used as a mixer because these drinks, when their distilleries promote them on social media, they promote them as a. Why is that on the screen there but not there? But yeah,
That's a good question.
when they promote, do you see Tamnavulin with a white backdrop, folks? Yeah, when they promote them on Instagram as mixers, like Monkey Shoulder does it all the time.
Yeah.
And I get it. Glenmorangie do it too, which I hate because they do it with some of their newer whiskies, and I'm like, bitch, stop it. You're insulting me. But yeah, we've got. Oh shit.
Bye, chat.
By Chai, yes. But yeah, I think that these kind of whiskies suit that. But if I have Dave over, it's not a case of looking up behind the bar when we get one. It's going to be like, okay, Dave, what in my cabinet do you want to open that hasn't been opened yet? And he's going to be like, oh, everything.
Yeah.
And I will do the same to him because I'm a dickhead and I'll get him back for it. So he doesn't do it to me because he knows what I'll do.
Yeah.
But generally, I know that there are certain whiskey drinkers, like friend of the family, he'll drink anything.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go out of my way to give him a Singleton 21. No
Right.
offense to him. I might go 15. Sure. Why not? But
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'd rather give him one of the stream whiskies because they're 12s and I think that's a fun... Maybe not the Tobermory, but... Or the Bunnahabhain. Or Tullamore. He'll get Arbala.
You imagine him with the Amok.
Probably like it.
I was thinking the wordplay.
To be fair, yeah. To be fair, I thought it was Ancock for years. Oh, that might be why. 'Cause the playback on my end is at 41 minutes. That's why it paused itself. That's why. Sorry about that. Not all mixers are. Yeah, not all are mixers. I agree 100%. We can discuss this another time. 100%. I do tend to think that I don't do mixers, but from time to time I do pull out a flat ginger ale because I need to drink more fluid. So I just get a flat ginger ale and I just put that in with a small, and then I've got both worlds then.
Yeah.
But I only ever do it with the lowest grade whiskey I have to hand. So Johnny Walker Red.
Yeah, I was going to say Johnny Walker Red.
Yeah. Dave's got the most expensive mixer, but platinum. But generally, I'm not as against it as I used to be. Like we've done a mixer before. We've done one properly.
Yeah, I'm trying to bought anything else that's more expensive than platinum. That's not that good.
Well, do you know what any whiskey we've had as a mixer? What have we had? Can you remember one? Because the one I explicitly bought, Monkey Shoulder Lazy Old Fashioned, and we liked it. We drank the whole bottle.
I don't remember that being specifically bought as a mixer.
Well, it was already pre-mixed.
Oh, that yes.
The blend bottle batch thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting tired, aren't you?
I am actually. Yeah, weirdly.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to Swagwell Famalam this, and we'll call it at 2 hours 58. Cheers.
Oh, Jesus. More left than I thought.
That was a lot more than I thought. Oh, actually, it works. No, it works. It works. To be fair, the flavour's not intense. You're all right. You'll be fine. Yeah, it's not too much at all. We're fine. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Ooh,
Back here and back here.
not
folks.
intense. Ooh,
I mean, I like just go straight. I didn't touch my tongue.
tonsils.
Oh, you still have them.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had anything in your body that still functioned. Was it good?
I mean,
Woke him up though.
there was a hit there. That was different.
About damn time Dave woke up. Just saying.
That was very strange.
Did you enjoy it at least?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was unexpected. It was definitely a warmth that came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Of the lot, what was your favourite one tonight? Ignoring the Spanish Grenache. Yeah, I have to do it on purpose just because we know it's the winner. For those who don't know what he's done, he's just pointed at the Casillero del Diablo.
Is it bad that I pointed at the wine?
He pointed at the wine instead. He's a cunt.
No, if it's not the Casio, then actually
Well, it has to be a Tamna.
it's the German.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. The Grenache is pretty damn good. I'd probably still lean towards that as the better of the red wine ones.
I'd
White wine
probably
cask.
say first, second,
2, 3,
third,
1,
fourth,
white,
fifth.
and then 4. So he's gone with
So
Grenache first.
German second, French third, the white wine fourth, and the American Cabernet fifth.
Now, intentionally, we did not include the double cask because there's no point. That is the baseline for what a Tamnavulin is. And now, we can sort of handily tell you that if that's the baseline, it's interesting to see where they've diverted like the flavour profile so much. Because the standard Tamnavulin that's sold so readily and available and so in such vast quantities is nothing like any of the reds. The white is the only one that comes close, as Dave has pointed out, and it's still delicious.
Yeah.
I like it. I've had a few bottles, so I don't really mind. Yeah, that was good fun.
It's nice to actually work on a distillery that's done something different as well, because it's. I mean, we did Penderyn, but that's just. I mean, Penderyn did do different things, but it was just still very Penderyn.
I will say the step up between like the standard Penderyns and the Legend series to go to like richer Portwood Sherwood, that was a massive step up.
But like, the fact these have been done, these are basically a whiskey, but all the different cast finishes to see how it translates. It's very interesting.
Very interesting. I couldn't agree more on that, actually. I think that was really nice. And also we did with like Glenlivet. We need to come back and do these more often. We've got some. The next 2 streams aren't going to be that for this year. So in November we're here next. I think November is November.
Yeah.
We're doing a lowest age statement stream. Now we haven't got a thumbnail yet. We'll do that nearer the time. But these are the lowest age statement whiskies, and it's intentional because we want to talk about age statements from that, like from the lowest possible area. And we've got the last stream will be on Christmas, Boxing Day anyway, and it'll be liqueurs, and we have chocolates, and we have drinks. It's going to be.
And we have chocolate flavoured drinks.
We're going to pull out all my shot glasses because we can't rinse these glasses because they'll be very thick honey liqueurs and other liqueurs, and it's not going to be.
It's going to be a washing up nightmare.
I'm not letting anyone wash those up.
Leona, if you're here, if you're not here, get here. We need washing up.
We'll let you touch the wine-stained wood if you like. Giggity.
Yeah.
Anyway, is there anything Dave would like to say before we finish tonight?
Nothing in particular, no. Thank you for being here, people.
Sweet dreams. Ta-ta, everyone.
Farewell.
Say good night,
Have a
Dave.
good night.